Got it. All right. I think blind versus blind is a good call, actually, man. I've been wanting to look at it. It's the ranges are so wide, but I mean, there are some concepts we could pick up. We can figure out what the bottom of our range is, our suited ranges, what portion it really likes to raise, and things like that. I know deeper, we're going to be raising a lot of suited 10 and jacks, but some vine versus vine, some BBB play.
Yeah, those are really the hardest charts to try to memorize.
That is why I always try to teach you guys the way to visualize the ranges in game, figuring out what the bottom offsuit, suited, and then from there you have pairs and aces, and you know your kings and queens slightly expand. Like your suited kings, you're going to be able to. That's always going to be a slightly wider range as well as the offsuit king, but yeah, you guys should know. I mean, we're getting better at it. Some BVP play. I'm sorry, I'm booming, dude. Copy this link.
Drink that coffee, boy.
Dude, I just woke up. This is
Or drink a Monster.
Oh yeah, you like my coffee
something.
mug? Get this coffee mug.
Drink a Red Bull or something. Shit, is that a shit? Shit
Yeah.
cup?
Yep.
Poop cup.
Yeah.
Funny.
Various levels. Okay. Oh, I'm sorry, guys.
That looks like the ACR icon they can throw at you, and they throw poop at you.
Yeah, that's precisely what it is. All right. I'm posting the Zoom link now because people were having trouble with the other stuff. All right, let's get into it. Links out, everyone's here, all the super regs are here. That's what we love to see. I didn't mean to interrupt, but the link hasn't been posted. Yeah, no, that was me, Joey. Was insanely behind. Life comes at you fast. So can you guys see my screen? No, you can't.
Nah, we see you.
Nah. All right, you see my screen now?
Now we do. Yep.
Yeah.
Awesome. I want to see if we have anything in our aggregate reports for small BBB. Any of these stats. Ooh, so okay.
Limp calls, limp checks, yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
So this will be fun.
20 bigs. Okay.
Versus small blind RFI. So we do have some aggregate reports, a few of our aggregate reports here versus various situations at 20 BB. We're gonna start here with small blind versus big blind, and let's just start at 20 big blinds, kind of see what our aggregate reports spit out and what we can kind of extrapolate from that. We have versus limp call raise versus limp check, and then with our specific when we open at 20 and get call. But let's look at one of the widest spots we can have is limp check, right? So we'll start by limp check. There's versus check versus big bet. Whew. Okay, so we're gonna have to when we limp lead and face a 3-bet. So you can see here we have a lot of data, right? Limp check. So this will be initial when we limp check. Will it want us to bet and whatnot? We'll have to quickly go over some of this stuff because I think it'll be better to look at Preflop Academy and kind of construct our ranges from there. But the fact that we have these reports, we should spend a little bit of time looking at them. I'll make these a little bit bigger.
So this is when small blind limps and big blind checks.
Yes, this is small blind limp, BB check, and then small blind blank. What do we want to do?
We're playing with the small blind. We're in the small blind position here, right?
Correct. So just from a visualization standpoint, so we can understand what the construction of both ranges are. Here we are. Here's the small blinds range here. Here has us limping a lot of suited kings, suited queens, a lot of our suited region, and then mixing raise with some of the suited fours, the weaker suited 4s and 5s that probably don't want to love limp calling too much, that are pretty gappy, ripping a lot of offsuit aces, but retaining a few suited aces here, limping ace king and ace queen. Holy shit, griefing that. And then yeah, I mean, I literally just think about a hand last night at the
Yeah.
final table. I just raised, so oops.
I missed 2 of those rips this week.
Where this
Your
stuff?
offsuit aces or?
The offsuit aces.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah. Well, now that you see this, you can't miss it anymore.
I'm
'cause
20.
it's
And
beautiful.
then I ripped ace 6 suited.
Yeah, that feels bad, man. Because we got to just raise call some of this
Yeah.
stuff, but this
In
is
my
why we're
mi-
here. It's
In
great.
my mind, I had this turk flipped, like the ripping was on the suited side.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, you can see it here, no ripping, and then in the big blind versus the complete, they should be ripping 2s through 6s, offsuit ace X. So you can see ace high boards in their region. Ace high boards are gonna be pretty good for us. Even in the small blind here, we're gonna have a few more overall averages. This will be pretty cool to look at. I don't know if I've looked at this specific one. Overall, we're checking a ton.
Even if-
In this spot.
Well, I guess when you limp, it might change when you raise. Okay, so this is limp, we check a lot.
Yeah, versus small blind. So it's 70%, but
Like to
let's
see what
talk
the
about
other ones
this real
are.
quick. Like I want to segue very quickly here. Because you see this averages, you see we should be checking a lot, but from an exploitative standpoint, because I barely go into the exploitative standpoint in these sessions, people out of position in the big blind aren't going to float like the solver does. Most people are still going to be overfolding their king highs, queen highs, and not defending with backdoor draws enough. So sure, we look at this and we see we should be checking a lot. I still think for you guys, especially at the smaller stakes,
Mhm.
limp leading is still going to be fairly profitable.
Yep.
Given that your opponents still won't meet MDF with the most basic of ranges like king high in some of these spots, or their backdoor flush draws, you know, and stuff like that with 2 overs, they may not float enough. So take this, I'm not going to say take it with a grain of salt. It's good to understand this because there's, I mean, some of these middling boards we should probably play straightforward and not try to stab too much because it's going to be really easy to meet MDF and they're going to, but ace high boards, some of these high card boards, they're just going to be, they give up a lot in my opinion. And I just give that away because I think it's something that should help you guys. But looking, going back to the charts here, what are going to be our highest frequency or our most bet boards? So right away here, it's looking like king high boards are the highest frequency bet boards. And if you think of the way population constructs their ace high range from the big blind, you could probably say just ace and king high boards, given the way population is going to play ace high in there and big blind and not really ever have it as a check back. Outside of that, what are some other, I mean, yeah, like 3 low cards, 8 and under, 9 and under, going to be hellacious for you, given the fact that the big blind did not ISO you, and you know, they're going to probably have a lot of garbage in their range, right? So these 3 low cards under a 9, when you're in the small blind, you should be very careful on these type of configurations. Is pretty much what we're seeing here. And if you want to exploit and be a little bit more aggressive on some of the paint boards, that's going to be fine as well, because these are going to be our highest bet frequency boards.
And
I
it
mean,
comes
you
down
include
to
this.
pretty much you're out of position the whole time. So playing out of position sucks too, right? So
Right.
we check a lot out of position in most every other spot. So this
Yep,
one
and
different.
when we go to the check frequency, and I'm going to go, I mean, we're just going to go through this one report because, you know, I think visualizing the ranges, looking at ranges, exercising is going to be very highly valued. So here, what are the highest frequency check boards in this kind of configuration, small blind limp check? 10-3-3, there's a bunch of paired boards. Like, yeah, these paired boards are not gonna be stabbing
And
a
then
ton.
4, 5, 6, 2, 4, 5.
6-3-3,
Low boards.
all these low
Low
boards,
Yeah,
4, 5,
because when
6,
you
two
this is limp
tone.
check, right? So they're gonna have
Yep.
all this low shit in their range.
Correct. Toes,
Another
yep,
thought
toes right.
is how puny is version 4? Look at this measly.
I know, I don't want to go there. We're gonna blow their minds away with version 5 of this. Yeah, I can't wait, dude. Oh my god. Dude. But you're gonna have to give me some time to learn how to teach that before we get into it. 8-6-6, still 3 low cards, 2-tone, 9 and under. More paired boards here than I suspected, but it makes a lot of sense out of position. And let's look at pair boards. Are the bet
It almost
sizes?
looks like pretty much paired boards and then like all middling and low connected boards.
Yeah, if we remove pair boards, and most of these pair boards we haven't seen like any high card pair, but if we remove the paired boards here,
Yeah, that's
I mean
Low,
it's
low, 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 low,
low, 3 low cards straight. They flop the straight draw, low, just connected as boards. So it seems pretty
mono
intuitive.
boards too.
Yep. This is our highest check frequency. Now let's go back and go to our most bet for what should we just be limp leading? What boards is it highly preferred? Kind of like we pointed here before, like ace high, king high, queen high. And I'm gonna tell you this in game, it's even probably more effective in these spots, right? Given especially these ace and king high boards. So go crazy, limp leading, ace, king, queen, 3 low cards, 9 and under, pack it up more, even with some stronger hands, some second pairs, maybe mixing in some check with those hands as well. What were we saying, Joey? I'm sorry.
I just had a question on the paired boards where we're checking like 95%. Are we gonna be check raising a lot or?
Was thinking.
Probably not. I mean, I can't imagine we'd be check raising. I mean, a lot. I mean, we're still probably going to meet our frequency. But given with this, I don't think we would have to look at our next. We have another sheet for that versus check raise and all that. So we have some of that stuff.
In the big
So
blind,
we
you
can
check
look at
raise
it.
on paired boards like crazy. So it would sort of make sense to have a check raise
Well,
plan from the small blind.
I don't
But
know
the,
that they
but
do
the,
that
but the, but
as
you but you're
much
forgetting
blind
what you're
versus blind.
forgetting. Yeah, what you're forgetting is blind versus blind. There's going both ranges are extremely wide. The reason you get to check raise a lot from the big blind versus another position is their range is going to be fairly condensed where you're going to have a lot more of the chips, right? Like, but in this configuration, these wide ass ranges here, it's like
Everyone has everything.
yeah, it's, you
Okay.
can't, you're not going to be able to just. We're both so wide in that spot relative to other positions where they're not going to have trips as often in other parts of their range when they're betting range. Cool. Let me go back to this. I'm going to take another look at our most frequent bet boards. So here we go over here. And I mean, we're still at like 50% here on some of these, like it's 48%. You know, so we're not like going crazy. This isn't a situation we're going to find like 90% c-bet or anything like that. You know, we're at 80 and that's pretty much it. And then we're just mixing a lot 50-50 on the rest of these boards. But as you can see, the weight and the, I guess, being able to visualize, okay, understand conceptually what boards are better for our range to limp lead and where should we be checking and whatnot. I think that's what this is really good for. Go here, bet one frequency. There we go. Paired boards, king high, yeah. So we kind of just quickly look at this. I don't want to go too far into this. I just wanted to look at that. That's limp check. Yeah, I'm sorry. I don't. We have a lot of these kind of spots to look at. We just want to get the basic concepts. So this is small blind versus BB limp lead. So we limp led and faced a raise. What's gonna look good here? I'll make this a little bit bigger for you guys.
Not much.
Yeah, I mean it feels tough, especially in real life when this happens. We limp led and then faced the 3-bet. Well, this still just has the entirety of both ranges pre-flop that show up here. overall frequency. So we've limp led, we've raised, and where are we calling the most? This is kind of crazy.
It's mixed. It's just 40-40, like
And you know what? And this is going to be like
you still got
probably a product of
MDF.
meeting MDF, right?
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
this is just going to show, and you're not going to glean much because it's going to depend upon where you are in your range. This is all the statistics here are just showing meeting MDF, and what portions of our range and what boards are going to meet MDF, right? Versus a raise. It's still very interesting to look at because it's kind of showing you where you should be in your range, but overall, like it's gonna be very close between folding. Like you can see, it's like a 17% split because it's just
But it just
shows you still have to meet MDF on what boards and whatnot. There's raise 7, the paired board, you're probably just running it without seeing your specific hand. You're not going to learn much from this versus the 3 bets.
I mean, the SPR is going to be so small. Like,
Yeah, I mean,
turns are just going to be.
I mean, the raise was 7 all in, I think. No, it was raised 20. Oh no, because we raised 3, we'd have 17 behind. Let me see which one of these would be
In a limp, I guess. Limp lead raise.
I think-
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, about 5. Probably get 3 or 5 in by
No,
that
no,
point.
no.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go back to that, but I'm gonna just see some of the ranges real quick. I think I want to visualize some of the raises. I was doing some before bed last night. That's what this is.
So you won that tournament after playing 6 hours and then you started studying?
I was just eating a bowl of cereal because I hadn't eaten food for a very long time, and I was watching streams and studying. Yes,
Get in,
I
man,
didn't know
get
what
in.
else to do.
Man's a beast.
Let's look at chip EV. I think this will be the best, and then you can look at versus 3-bet. Like this is just the easiest. I don't know to visualize all this. So let's start. I want to really spend a lot of time at some of the specs you guys are going to be playing the most at, which is this 20 to 40 when you get deep in tournaments, man. And then we'll go BBB, and then hero position, small blind, and then we'll first in range. Looks yeah, fairly comparable to what we saw.
Yeah.
No, that was 20, but yeah,
Just
this
no-
is
Oh, no jams. Oh yeah.
This is
So
just
we're
straight
just raising
chippy.
the offsuits.
this
everything
is
that
40.
Yeah.
Of course, we're never jamming first into a 40
yeah.
big blind from the small. But it feels like
I think jams only come in at 20 or less. I think, but
damn. So we're gonna be raising a lot of our. We're gonna be raising a lot here, man. I don't know if I'm. I don't think I'm.
64%.
I don't think I'm hitting this.
60% raise,
Yeah,
30% call.
I think I'm missing.
I'm missing a ton of this. Just looking at this suited 9. I mean, you could just like decide to raise almost a ton of your range outside of like. I guess it'd be easier to identify what you're not raising. We're not going to be raising offsuit 2s, 3s, 4s. Not too many offsuit 5s outside of ace 5, king 5, and queen 5. The rest don't. We raise suited 3s, 4s, and 5s. Some of the 4 gappers, some suited connectors mix. All of our value range, suited jacks plus. Man, this is all of our suited 9s, all the suited aces.
Not to get sidetracked, but I wonder how similar this range is to the poker coaching ranges.
Should be pretty close.
Yeah, it's probably pretty close.
In the Monday.
I was gonna say PC might have a few, like about 5% less raising overall, but
I think
Yeah.
they're gonna be pretty close.
He
Yep.
simplifies his down more, a
Yeah.
little bit more.
All
I think JL does, but
So that's at 40. Let's look at 35. We're gonna move it down. And I think the best way to do this is we're gonna look at 3 stack depths. We're gonna look at 40. We're gonna look all the way down to 20. Then we're gonna drill it to make sure we're good at it. And then we'll mix in, we'll look at some of that 3-bet range ISO and all that. But this is the way I improve at this, is taking bite-sized pieces, studying it, drilling it in my head, then moving on, making sure I've at least picked up a few of the concepts. So here's 40.
In our Monday study groups, that bluffing side on the right side, almost always looks like a boomerang. We call it the boomerang.
Oh, the boomerang right here. Yeah, the jack deuce,
okay.
right here. Yeah, I could see it. The boomerang.
That's how
Uh,
we find, that's how we like remember some of them.
It's good. I like it. The boomerang is still there.
Word association or something.
We are raising 47%.
Yeah, it takes some of your suited wheel aces and lowers the betting percentage on those.
Right. I venture to guess people are just too tight from the small blind here. Just looking at this.
Yeah.
I'm too
Yeah.
tight in this spot. Looking at it, I'll be honest with you, I miss probably 15-20% of this sometimes. It's not good. How about 30?
Yeah, now like Beat said, okay, now some jams start to come in. Okay.
Dude, we gotta be like, we have to be like getting it in here, man.
Yeah,
We
so
have
your
to be
suited
more
ace.
aggressive here.
Yeah.
Now we just offsuit
Expand.
kings have been 60-40s, offsuit queens in there a lot.
All your suited queens are
ace.
now pretty much limps. Most of your suited kings, expanding out your wheel aces.
And
Yeah,
starting
ace
to use
7 plus
those-
has been in there the entire time. 10-2, 9-3, 9-4 has been mixing the entire time. 8-4 offsuit aces, ace 4 to ace 9 have been the consistent portion of the range. Ace queen has always been a complete 9s, 10 9s have been in there the entire time.
Ace 10's gone to a flat, pretty
Ace 10's
much
going to a
instead of.
flat.
Yeah.
All right, here's 27.
So it's taking
Yeah.
out your suited aces and
See-
putting it into 10-3, 10-4 suited, 10-2s,
Yeah.
9-3 suited, and then your offsuits.
Ace 9 becomes and 2s become a jam.
Yep. Now you're
Now,
starting to get
you got your
jams in.
offsuit aces are starting to come in as jams. At
All right, this is
25.
this is an
25 we
important
got.
stack depth to take a moment to look at because 25 bigs in a tournament. When you play poker tonight, your ass is gonna have 25 bigs in a small
A lot.
blind. Every
A lot.
and all of them, right? So let's focus here. Ace 9-0.
Rip it.
I ain't never ripped this. I mean, 25.
Yep.
Yeah, right
Oh,
on.
man.
And your deuces and threes, because they ain't gonna play well post.
I'm surprised
I-
4s haven't crept in there yet.
I found the 2s and 3s before.
Yeah, the 2s and 3s are good.
Those are,
But,
yeah.
man.
My
Ace
offsuits, I
deuce.
probably do. I'm getting more of these in there, yeah. Seeing this a lot more. I'm starting to raise and jam. these a lot
Offsuit,
more.
king
Probably
X,
more
queen
than I
X.
probably should.
These
but
have been fairly consistent the entire time. I'm just trying to find the portion of the ranges that are going to be consistent and easy to achieve. We're not going to be perfect. But understanding the general concept of where it likes to concentrate its opening range is going to be a good start, and then we can optimize from there moving forward. The boomerang has been fairly consistent, at least mixing its range.
Those are
in
where I'm
its
missing.
entirety. Yes, same here. And then it's been consistently raising
7
ace 8, ace 7 plus in its entirety, king 10 suited plus, and then king 5 plus has been mixing 60-40, ace ace deuce, ace 9, pretty consistent, 60-40 even more in some configurations. So
And
just trying to
And
find
one other part is ace queen and ace jack off have been a flat no
Complete.
matter the stack depth.
has
And
he-
that's one that we
Nice.
miss.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
Can't get
often-
away from
that's
that.
good. Too good to,
Yeah,
too good to
but-
give up by getting 4-bet, and too good to give up equity by jamming.
Yeah.
Well, no, I think it's important to have those in there because one thing that happens with those kind of hands
That one.
sometimes is like they have amazing raw equity, but we are going to raise from the small blind and the big blind is going to call. And we're going to be in situations where we miss badly and we have a very strong hand that play with raw equity that just doesn't play super great out of position.
We're gonna have a 10-7-4 flop.
Yeah.
You know what's super bonkers though? 25 big blinds facing a jam from the small blind. You look down at queen jack off, you call.
Well, we're gonna look.
Well, at least for the PC charts, it says call queen jack off versus 25 big blind jam, and I'm never calling that. Proving it's much easier to jam than call off nice.
Right. So 22. Ace six, let me see. More jam. I mean, once we get to 22,
There's your fours.
look
yeah.
There's
at
your fours and your offsuit aces.
so it's very interesting here. The difference between like 2.5 bigs or whatever, and how much more aggressive we're starting to go with our offsuit aces. Now, like ace six through ace nine become pure. Still heavily mixing this region, ripping fours now, king five, the offsuit fives, a little bit more in there as well. 20, we're jamming 10% of the hands and raising 20. So we're in there 30% of the time still active, and the boomerang is intact.
And
Hasn't
then
fallen off. 10-4 is just some god tier hand that just decides to open every time, dude.
Lots
so
of ways
nasty.
and wheels.
Yeah, it just disgusting. It's been a god, dude. I'm gonna look down at 10.
I'll tell you, I'm missing that 10-7 suited.
10-7
yeah.
suited, just the rip.
Yeah.
I'm missing all three of those right there, probably.
But
Yeah.
at 22.5, they're just flats, and then now they're jams.
Pretty cool that you can have some of this in there as well. And then king queen, queen jack mixing a little. I can dig the king queen. I think I did it last night. And then some of this stuff, ace deuce through ace jack, ace queen, still at 20 completing. Oof.
And now ace king is completed.
Wait a minute. What'd you say about ace king? What did I do?
Ace king ace king off is now
A little
basically
bit, but
completing
still.
instead of
Ain't no way.
22 and a
Yeah,
half and
okay,
up.
do it.
We're
Raising
you know
this.
we're leading it, but then 20 we're just completing it.
Just close your eyes
17 and a
hit.
half.
Oh my god.
Hope they jam over
Full
you.
yeah.
It's because ace jack is starting to shove.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
you still need a big ace to protect our checking range.
Yeah. So you get rid of your ace king lead and jam ace jack.
And then we still have some suited kings. The boomerang has evaporated. It's dust. It's dust now. When did it fall apart? Yep, it fell apart at
After
17.
20.
Because now,
Yeah.
now we have just rips and deuces.
Kind of it's starting to look like a big boomerang with the reps.
A big red boomerang.
True.
But yeah, because you're adding in so many rips now, you want to have a lot more just flats.
Yep. And
All right.
still
More
raising some of our offsuit, some of the king X still in there, which is really good. I can't wait to drill this. This is gonna be, because these are just this chip EV, man. We play this stuff every day. How are we gonna do? And these are stack depths where we need to be the most proficient, in my opinion. So at 15, this is easy as hell, just ripping all the offsuit ace X, ace nine ripping. Makes no sense to rip these hands, they're too strong. I mean, damn, I 2.5x some of this stuff, but ouch.
Well, now you're ripping your ace
Either-
queen off and
Yeah,
ace king off again. So now you got to rebalance.
Suited ones you want to limp trap, I guess.
Yeah. At
Just
this
looking at
this
range.
stack depth, you're gonna just want to limp those because then it's easier to go with.
Yep. And then just quickly looking at, then we're gonna just drill. We're gonna drill this. We're gonna drill just our RFI action, and then we're going to spend some time and put ourselves versus ISO and versus 3-bet, versus, we're just gonna take some time today and get better at BBB. 12 bigs, it's time to get nasty. We're jamming like we're raising like almost 40% of the range, completing, and we're barely folding. I think people are over folding here.
Oh yeah.
I mean, yeah, people, you look down at 10-6, 10-5 off, people, jack deuce, people are just over folding there at 12-5. Easy. You can't, you can only fold dog shit, true dog shit, like 3 deuce off, 10 deuce off.
Yeah, I can do that.
It
gotten worse?
Uh-oh. Paul Wall, gotta mute him. Paul, we can hear you. Thank you. Cool. All right, let's drill it. You guys better be ready. I'm calling on somebody. You better have been paying attention.
Oh shit.
You know what time it is.
Ace sixes.
Yes, sir.
Do you mind checking the line real fast?
Would it be in which is pre-flop academy or GTO Wizard?
I think Pre-Flop Academy.
Okay, sure.
Yeah, just a tournament that I played last week, and I just want to check a line real fast.
Yeah, no problem.
Yeah, everyone had like less than 20 big blinds, and there was like 14 players left, 16 players left. I had about 12 big blinds, give or take, middle position, and I shoved King 9 suited.
An MP?
Yeah.
Seems good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Especially with
we-
ICM, yeah. ICM, your 9's probably your bottom, close to your bottom.
Yeah, suited nines. Here's hijack. Yeah, you're just gonna be in there. It is the bot. What is the EV there? I mean, you're not cringing, you know, if you want to say, but I take it because I mean, whatever. But I mean, I guess there may be a situation where I could distinguish to not take it, but then I know I'm passing up EV maybe for a greater edge if the table's really soft. I've been experimenting doing stuff like that or being looser. But you know, I think you didn't make a mistake, buddy.
Yeah,
Okay, thanks.
down in the bottom, you can click edge, and it will start ghosting out some of the ones with the least.
Yeah, so I mean, it's bot, yeah.
So yeah, it's bot.
Yeah, that's what it felt like too before I shoved it, but it's just, yeah, that's like gonna have the it's gonna be the big blind in a couple of hands. There's big blind ante too, and so that was just gonna cost a lot, and also there's some ICM pressure, so figured shove it.
Yeah, I mean, in those situations where people are overfolding, it's gonna perform pretty well. So yeah, man, you didn't make a mistake. I mean, I'm probably taking it every time as well, especially in MP with. But you said you had 12. I wish I had a 12 big stack. Because at
Yeah.
15, we would just
15, it's
be
gonna be.
raising. So at 12, man, I mean, I'll be a buck with you. Like having the bottom of the range there for some of it with 12, you could probably just raise to 10 and then just play this 10 big range once you get jammed on, knowing damn well that nobody is going to 3-bet you light and your raise should look incredibly strong. You have a blocker, you get called by the big, it plays well. And if anybody ever 3-bet you, they have the goods.
Mhm.
If you
Okay.
have the hand history,
So
send it to me in Discord, and I'll run it on ICMizer for you later.
Okay, yeah, it was a live tournament, so,
Oh,
but I
okay.
can, I can put it together.
oh, in live, I would even raise even more.
Oh, yeah.
In live, in live with 12 bigs, it's a pure raise, to be honest with you.
Okay.
Yeah, people.
I mean,
call-
yeah, your raise off that's gonna have people shocked.
Yeah, especially if everyone's right around 20 bigs on an average,
Sure.
you said.
Sure.
I mean,
Well, honestly, it's less than that. I think everyone's like 14 big blinds. It was like
Okay,
super
so-
shallow.
yeah, in your like final table bubble, everybody's gonna be like fearing for their lives.
Mm,
Yeah. Okay. Thanks.
So
Yep,
Good.
no problem. Categories BVB. I think it should work like this. So yeah, let's do it.
Are we doing random position or small blind?
Categories BVB. It should just be blind versus blind. It's its own specific category, I
Yeah.
believe.
No,
but
but.
do you want
hero-
us in the small blind each
heroes
time or?
position-
'cause
Oh, piss.
it'll change us to small and big.
No, Pikachu. All right. Heroes position. Thank
small
you.
Blind only.
You guys are trying to tell me, and I blew it off. There. Should be good now. I'll make this a bit bigger as well. You guys know the drill. One thing before we do this, let's be respectful when I do call on somebody. Let's let that person express their thought, get you their own thought process, so they can start exercising how they visualize these ranges. They answer, and then if I call on you guys to help, cool. And we'll go from there. I have a carpet cleaner coming to the house. I don't know if he's here yet. Headed your way now. Okay. 1 second. Address. Make sure he has my address correctly. 1 second. So I'll have a carpet cleaner in my house in a moment. I'll just have to let him in and show him where to go. Cool. So who is going to be the first of the victims? Let's go with, I always want to call on new people before they dip set. Tim, I see a Tim. Tim, you out there? If you are,
Yeah,
you're more than
I
welcome
am
to get in
here.
there. What's up, buddy? How you doing, man?
I'm doing pretty good. I
Awesome.
definitely was in a meeting during the start of this one, so I may sound a little uninformed,
But you know what? That's okay. You know, if you're just doing your best and playing with your intuition, we can then improve on that, right? So,
Yeah.
and it costs us nothing to be wrong. So it's all good. We're gonna fold this. You're gonna get 10 hands. What?
This is the exact situation somebody brought up earlier.
yeah, I heard this.
But we
I don't
limped
know.
here.
Yeah, you at 30, you're gonna limp call this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What?
What?
25 was the limp call, I thought.
Well,
It still seems ludicrous.
25
Yeah.
or
Yeah.
20.
I'll
Yeah,
drink
no,
to this.
absolutely.
I'll
It's
drink to
exactly
this.
what he
Yep.
said.
Oh, there you are. Yep.
Limp
Aaron,
It's like,
what kind
what
of
the fuck?
sorcery? What the hell are you doing to us?
the
How did
hell?
you pulled this
No, I
out of
was
your
just
ass.
looking at
I
the
thought-
charts thinking like, what the hell do you actually call when they just decide to jam this stupid crap? And it's like, you have to call so wide, it makes sense. And then I wonder, what can you actually do if people are not going to call that wide though?
Well, the difference
But-
is, I think the range here, the big difference is the range here, it's going to be like under pairs and like shit we do very well against.
Yeah,
like
I was gonna
twos,
say it's gonna
threes, and
be
then, like
Weak ace.
2, 3, 4s. and
twos,
then,
threes,
like,
fours, ace nine
yeah.
off,
Yep.
ace.
Yeah, that's
eight
why.
off.
That's it. Yeah, this is why.
Yeah.
It's
It's-
this.
Oh.
That's why. That's
Yeah,
why I want you
really,
to call.
with
I
what
forgot about
they're-
that.
with what they're
Any
jamming.
pair.
The only thing you're behind is king, queen off, and ace nine off.
Yep.
And
And those are
ace nine
partially
off, you're
weighted.
still doing fine.
Because
King,
these hands
queen.
are full frequencies, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
All
So
right.
the only hand that you're like dead against is king, queen.
I'm sorry, man. Tim, I griefed you. We'll have 10 from here.
No, that's
so you-
okay.
Yep. So you calling this folding 2.5?
This feels kind of borderline. I usually default to player types. If they've been shoving kind of widely recently, then
Mhm.
yeah, you're gonna beat up on a wide range with a king queen suited. But if it's kind of a nitty player, probably not. I'm betting against. I think you probably call if you just
Never.
playing against the.
Never ever folding. Yeah, this is
Yeah.
100% versus. I would just close my eyes and call versus almost everybody.
I was gonna say
Yeah,
pretty much
it's a
every king.
snap.
Yeah.
That's
But
a great-
yeah, like one thing we got to think of, like this is just one of the best hands in our range for this, and I think this is going to always be just too strong to fold. And I don't want us to be getting in a situation as a player where we're leveling ourselves to making these big gigantic folds, BBB and stuff like that. There's just situations where we're too short, our hands too good, where we shouldn't be, I don't know, giga leveling ourselves to folding strong hands. Damn, I didn't think they would be jamming this. They just take.
So I was gonna say
And
we
every
might want
time-
to look at your settings again, because every time it's auto acting on us, whether we limp or whether we lead, and then it's having them act.
Yeah, it is weird. We're not getting a chance to
Yeah.
raise or anything.
Yeah.
We're not getting the first decision ever.
I'll go back. I want to see what's going on.
It's all limp range. It's limp.
Now, last
What
one,
symmetric mean?
If you have
Maybe I
us
do
as
this. Here, and maybe if I try
yeah,
it like
and just
this
leave-
rather
yeah,
than
I was
not
gonna
do
say
the
don't have it
BBB.
BVB.
Oh,
That might be the
what-
difference.
What's under categories?
Oh my
I think-
bad. Yeah, then they'll have them raising. I'm sorry, guys. Give me 1 second. You want to see under categories, buddy? What were you saying?
Versus limp.
Oh,
that
RF
was-
do RFI.
Well, no, then we're raising
No,
everything.
no, that's
Well-
not the right one. That's not the right one.
But it'll be.
Because wouldn't
it'll-
that put us as the first to act if we're RFI?
Yeah.
No, it'll
Nope.
automatically give us RFI hands and then go to the big blind
Yep.
response.
So it's
Hero's
gotta be 3.
position, small blind, opponent's position, BB. I mean, that's the only thing I
Big
can think
blind,
of.
right?
Game type, chip, EV. Let's try this, but the opponent's category
Should
random.
be. Should be.
Yeah, I know in GFO there are,
I'm gonna try this. Then it just takes the opponent's position away when you do RFI. I'm gonna try this for a second. I think it's always just gonna be like that before, but let me see.
Okay, yeah, that looks better.
Piss.
no.
Yeah, but then it has a
Ants.
button act.
Still not, no.
I
Raise
think we're just gonna
flat.
have to do the BBB, honestly. And then some of the instances will be us just completing. Sometimes they'll give us the option to raise, but it seems like every time we had either completed or we had raised and got 3-bet. And it just didn't give us an option to raise and then go from there. And I think it's just gonna be like that. And you're gonna,
Do it again. I think there's another one. Yeah, hit the BVB.
yep.
That ham down at the bottom, hand selection algorithm by frequencies,
No,
by EVs, that doesn't do it.
no,
Okay.
that's not the no. We'll just do this. Sorry about that.
That's fine.
You guys debated me and like making me think there was a different option. I've done this myself and
Mm-mm.
it's like, you
I
know,
don't know. Yeah, that's weird.
yeah,
Alright.
I just know for like GTO Wizard, there's a way to stop that, but
Yeah.
they're like we've already raised, but what do you, I mean, what,
I think
like,
this
yeah,
is
it's just
auto
gonna be
call.
like,
It's doing the pre-flop action for you. Yeah.
I mean, Tim ain't ever folding this.
we can.
You could just
also-
go to GTO Wizard.
Yeah, we can quiz this spot in GTO Wizard pre-flop.
Yeah, you can.
then
you're
you
just
could
gonna
only
be
just do
limited to
pre-flop.
one stack size.
No, you could do the whole, you could run the whole hand and
Yeah.
it'll stop.
But-
it,
No, you can do multiple stack sizes, right?
No,
Yeah.
well,
Yeah. In GTO.
oh yeah, yeah. My bad.
Yeah, I can modify this. I'm sorry, guys. This is gonna work much better. Let me go to practice. And then I want to set up a
Okay, now-
new, and then we go to pre-flop, and then we'll RFI. Is there no BBB? And then advanced settings. I was trading cash the other day, and then we can do multiple stack depths, right?
And then change it to 8-handed instead of 6.
And then we can go this. Yes, we're doing it, America. We're fucking doing it.
Hero,
That's
small,
fucking-
Hero,
So then, yeah, hit, and then
big, any, yeah. Or no, we want any
What?
pre-flop
Well, out of
action,
position.
any.
pre-flop action, any.
yeah,
Not
no, above
all.
that,
Oh, I'm sorry, I'm booming.
and then yeah, change
Zero
hero back to
opponents,
small
yeah.
blind
Yep.
and take
Okay.
off
Yeah.
big blind on
Okay.
hero.
Take off big blind or hero. Oh,
Yeah, you
I
have
see
both
that.
small blind and big blind.
No, this stuff is fine.
Looks good.
Should I get rid of some of this dog shit?
Nah,
It doesn't matter.
There's only a few of them and then
Yeah, because yeah, fuck it. Whatever. Then not
You
full
can-
hand.
you
We
can
just
take
want to
the
start with
bottom-
pre-flop,
you can
right?
take
You
bottom
do
twos out
spot.
'cause they always fold. No, spot will stop it. Spot will stop it just pre-flop.
That's what we're training for now.
yeah,
Okay.
Cool, and then we're good. Let me
Yep.
see if it does it.
Oh, no,
But
limp.
we
oh, it
limped
still
it.
had us limp.
Why?
What the heck?
Just in spot.
Oh shit, I messed that up. This. I don't want to keep spending too much
No,
time doing
click
this.
on
I wanna
the gear.
the gear right here, yeah.
Do from start on
From
pre-flop
start.
action all the way to the right. Okay, now try it.
Oh, it's just gonna give us, okay, here we go. Thank you. We finally fucking
Yeah,
figured it out.
that should be it.
Jeez Louise. Oh, he's gonna have to leave this one headphone. Oh, all right. Tim, you're back on there, man. If you're still interested, my friend.
Okay. I'm pretty sure I saw this part and you're supposed to shove.
Hey, paying attention.
Rip it.
This is
Oh,
not intuitive for a lot of people. Have students that would just miss this every time.
Yeah, the ones that do like ace jack is just a shove there too, right? People miss that one. I think it's too big.
20 is a lot of your offsuits, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if it goes up to ace jack, right?
I don't either.
And
I think
ranges
ace jack
might
and
be,
ace queen.
Ace nine, ace eight.
yeah. Ranges might be
Exclusively.
slightly different in here than
Oh, no,
PFA.
that's 25. That's 25 is ace nine, ace
Oh, I'm
eight
sorry.
exclusively.
Right.
Go back here. I just do
What
this.
the hell?
Yeah, I was trying to do something else.
You're trying to go
All right,
back
Tim.
and-
What are you doing here? Are you raising? Is this in the boomerang section where we find raising? Is it mixing? What do you think here at 40?
I would raise.
7-5 suited.
50-50. You're not making a mistake. Good. Oh, this is exactly what I want to hear. I like this. Ace 8 off.
That's another one of those shove because the thing tells you.
Because the thing tells you. I just do what I'm told. You love it. Are you jamming all of your offsuit aces?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
ace king? So I said all. So you said
Oh, all of the offsuit aces. No, not all of them. I'm pretty sure if I remember correctly, the 20 big blind range, the bigger ones you don't jam just because of probably better equity playing it out.
are you jamming all the suited aces?
No, for the same reason.
I was gonna just hard test you there. But we are jamming this one for sure. And just to rehash,
Like ace 9 and below, right?
this one has yep, ace, but it has ace jack off as well here, Toad. We were talking about that
Mixed in a
before.
little.
It's mixed in. But
80-20.
we don't necessarily need to jam the ace jack. It's 20% strong enough to just complete and trap and jam the dog shit.
The
I think if you
suited
go
are
any
7
smaller,
raise
it
it.
becomes 100%. Like if you're 17, it's 100% jam.
Yeah.
Yep.
Ace jack was, yeah.
Yep, but I mean, and then ace king still is a flat there. Is it complete at 17, right?
Yep.
We need
Why
some
is-
strong ones.
Why is
go back
Jack
to this.
2 of spades, or is Jack 2 suited, raised there?
Jack deuce suited.
Yeah, Jack 2 suited.
It's part of the boomerang.
Yep, it's just part of the boomerang, brother.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just
that's-
in there
a lot
with
of
some of
people miss
these
that part.
gappy, these suited gap cards that just really don't feel great. Limp calling a raise, but are too strong to just fold, and we can just get worse hands to fold. We're unblocking a lot of their range where they can just fold out. Plays well
Yeah, sure.
enough.
From what I've experienced, the boomerang starts around suited connectors and suited one gaps, goes up to like 5s and 6s, and then starts wrapping back down.
All right, Tim.
Raise.
Raising. How often? Every time?
Yeah.
Every
Yeah.
time. 50-50.
Hmm.
Nothing wrong with that. Aggressive mistakes.
Speaking
Well,
of
let's see if we
aggressive
get 30
mistakes,
back.
anyone like limp jamming 7s versus an aggressive blind?
Probably. That's why it's
Okay.
50-50. I mean, I
I was thinking that's the plan I like if they're aggressive, and I raise if they're not aggressive.
right. No, it's good. I mean, I'm definitely not just gonna call. We have I think
But I
just
love
for
punting, so I like to run shit by people.
You giving up here, Tim?
Yeah. Yeah, it's
Outta
pretty
there.
awful.
Pretty bad. He's on fire. We'll keep the scores as well. I mean, we're not gonna go back. So your score is your score. How about this one?
No. I think the solver might have something to say about that, but I don't like that hand.
Uh-oh, you're out of here?
I think so.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
called.
offsuit 10.
You gotta
5,
play
but
it. You have to play the hand,
No.
sir.
Limp it.
You
Limp
have
it.
to play the hand.
And
I was
three
trying to
bottom
lead
of
you a
your-
little bit. You have to play the hand. It's, I mean, a
Bottom of
10-5
your
is pretty
10s,
good.
I think you're
I
offsuit
mean, all
10,
your
It's gonna
10s.
be
10,
All of
5,
them.
Oh, I think
maybe all of
10-2
them.
you can fold, but 10-3 plus you're in
Yep.
there.
Okay, it's close to the bottom of your offsuit.
Yeah, it's close to
Wow.
the bottom, but
16 minutes away. So he'll be here in a minute. So I might have to walk and let the carpet cleaning guy in for like 5 minutes. So you might have to
That's all
run it,
good.
or we'll chill whenever he gets here. So Tim, you still have 4 more hands here for my friend.
Raise.
Lazy daisy. I like it.
Jam, isn't it? Wasn't 8, 7?
What? For
Not at 35.
Oh, 35, sorry. Quarter word.
Yeah, it's gonna mix call.
Never
raise.
mind.
Matt cracked out. All in.
I think at
What?
20, that was a jam though. 20 and
Yeah.
less, I think it was
Yeah.
a jam, right?
All right.
That weird ass one.
Any slow playing, or is this full frequency raising at 30?
I'll probably raise unless I had some kind of read on the player.
Full frequency, never slow playing. And this exercise is going to be good. We're going to get into the post flop section of this. We're going to look at versus raise. We're just going to spend all our time learning how to own people from this spot. How about the Queen 7-0?
Oh God, it's gonna tell me to play this, and I don't want to play this as a passive hand. If I'm gonna play it, so I'd probably raise if I was touching this.
I don't like the being so like, oh God, with the Queen 7. It's like, hey man, we could play this. You're gonna do something with it, never folding. So yeah, it's probably 40-60 mixing raise here. I wonder if this is a little bit less, but I feel like we're mixing a lot of offsuit kings and queens as well. So raise. This is why it is important. And when I've been playing with the randomizer up on my tables, and it's really good when you know these kind of spots are 60-40. That's where it's there for, and you can't get owned when you're just pure mixing. Damn, the solver was in a tank. What the hell?
Now, can I ask a question there with the randomizer? So you're doing that. Do you have HUD stats on anyone? And if you do, what fold to steal do you raise it to 100%?
I mean, there's just times. I mean, I don't have those my HUDs that built out. I've been 8 tabling a lot, and I'm only randomizing versus opponents I don't think I can exploitatively get away with murder against. People who are kind of battling. And I mean, and most times in that spot, if I know it's a 60-40, I don't know who the hell this person is, and I have more than them, then their stats aren't aggressive. It's the 60-40 is 100%. It's 100% raise.
Yeah.
You know, especially at the smaller stakes. Just trying to run the shit over. But you're gonna get deeper, you're gonna be on global with regs, you're gonna have regs and people know who the hell you are, then you have to mix. I mean, I stream, so many people just know. Cool. I'm gonna have to let these guys in. It may take me a minute or so. Toe, and he leaves. Here, I'm gonna let these guys in real quick.
We could take a break.
Yeah, well, let's take a quick
Yeah, we'll
break,
just chill.
and I'm gonna let these guys. I'll be back in a sec. Lincoln, come here, boy. Come here, Lincoln. Here, Lincoln. Come here. Come here. All right, come here. Go on. Nope, you're gonna wait down here. Just
Paul.
stand down here, wait.
Paul,
Wait,
do you see the dice
wait,
on the table?
Wait, wait.
Oh, Kelly, haven't seen you in a long time. How have you been?
Joey, I moved. I've been moving. I live in Denver now.
Wow.
So,
You still taking lessons from Matt?
yes.
You're
Yes.
you're a celebrity now. You made a couple of his quizzes.
Huh? Oh, I have?
Yeah.
I'll be darned. I didn't know that. Hey, hold on a second. I've got a call here. Well, I missed a few, oh, sorry, Joey. Go.
Oh, no, go ahead.
I missed a couple of his, I don't normally ever miss his webinars. Are you saying I was in some of the quizzes and the webinars? Oh, you mean
Yeah,
on poker coaching?
poker coaching, yes. I remember at least 2 hands where you were the villain against him.
Did he crush me both times?
No, I think you scammed him once.
You're not gonna bother those guys.
He likes to, when we get a table together, he likes to crush me. He likes to bluff me,
Yeah, I think one of the hands was him trying to bluff you out and you. Oh, I don't think he showed the result.
I'm sorry, of what?
Oh, well, Kelly Crawford is Dad from Max Quizzes.
Oh, yeah, from the quiz. Yeah, there was a quiz from a hand. Yeah, this weekend we looked at a hand he played against Matt.
Yeah?
Yeah, it was good.
I'll be darned.
Matt made God, I'm trying to remember. Tell you remember the hand?
I remember him playing him, but I don't remember exactly what the hand was.
Yeah, it was good.
He likes
'Cause
to
I
bluff.
remember making the comment.
Yeah, he likes to bluff me when he gets on the table with me. I know.
Me too.
But
Yeah, he tries to get all of us, man.
I think it was one where Matt kind of went off the solver as well.
Yeah, he
No,
said he made
he
it.
didn't say that in the quiz, but when we looked at it, it was like completely off.
Well, he made it. He just admitted he made a mistake. He didn't really understand
Yeah.
the range, and he was just.
No, he said that the player was a fish and that he was max exploiting.
He knows I'm a calling station. That's the problem. I call everything. I got him in one big tournament though. I slow played kings on him and flopped the set. And yeah, I got him on that one.
Got him to lose his mind.
Using Paul asked, what randomizer are you using? Looking for something for fast. No, I use Jurogen. It's built in. It's an app based. Here it is. I'll just give you a quick show what it is. It's built in for a few sites. It has a randomizer, it has SPR, it has a lot of cool tools. Effective stack. Then here it has positions, action history, what happened and things like that. So I've been using this tool, but it has a randomizer on the table, which is really nice. You can see right here the RNG that I've been using here, and there's random. Yeah, there's some other ones I was using before as well. So just throw that back in there.
Does that have a clock in it that will, so like when you play Ignition, they got that crappy clock.
Yep, these are all the same.
That times you out. Will that work with Ignition and
auto time? It'll auto engage your timing, correct?
Yeah. Because Ignition's poker has a terrible situation there.
Hey, I'm an ambassador for that site.
I was going to say
I'm their poker ambassador. Goddamn it! No, I'm kidding.
I was going to say I think the only one to look out for is the stack to pot ratio.
I don't think
because I was going to say I think ACR in one of their latest updates said that you can't use something that gives you a stack to pot ratio.
Okay.
But other than that, everything's fine. That's the only one that I wouldn't use.
It's been off for me. Yeah, I have it off.
Yeah.
I never use it. It stinks anyway. I can do math in my head easy, so it's great.
It also seems like the Poker Tracker and Hold'em Manager should probably have something in there to put a randomizer on the table with the HUD.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not sure if they do, but Poker Tracker does
That
not.
would require them to
no.
make some sort of serious update, which they haven't done.
No, they're just stacking checks.
I think I bought Poker Tracker for the first time in 2000, and it literally hasn't changed.
Exactly the same.
And then somewhere 10, 15 years ago, they bought Hold'em Manager, and still neither of them changed.
That's the beauty of a monopoly.
All right, guys, let's get back on track. Try to focus up and get at it. So I want to do at least 1 or 2 more rotations where we give other people a chance, so we're all getting better understanding this range, so we're comfortable with it. So we'll do like 20 30 more hands before we move on to another situation. So we're getting the most value out of the day, man. We have to get better. All right. I think we did Tim, or I think
Yeah,
I
we
just
did
took that
10.
listen. All right, yeah, because he did a few from before. All right. Beats, get in here and speed run a few for me.
Speed run a few for you.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So at 30, Jack 8 off, I'm gonna raise.
We're full. What are the frequencies? Because we're at that point with you. We need to know your ass ain't getting off the hook.
60-40 raise.
60-40 raise. He's in there raising. 60-40, mostly raising. Mm-hmm. I see you. You know. So good.
58, a shame.
No shame.
25, queen 10. Pure flat.
You're flat with the queen 10. This portion of the suited range, flatting these things. Anybody think anything differently? Anybody raising here?
I raise.
Good.
Bob's raising. Yeah, I was kind of indifferent if like this mixes or if it's just our suited jacks and this one has the playability to wants to raise. Beats wants to pure flat. Pure flat, he says.
I was gonna say, I'm pretty sure it's 100%. Like all our suited queens
Yeah.
are a flat. Queen 4's got a little touch of raise, but
Yep.
basically flatting all of our suited queens.
Look at this shit. I mean, this is why we're here. This 25 bigs. This is a very common stack, man. Got to get good at this stack. So all the suited queens completing. I would have I'd probably raise queen jack in this spot. I didn't know all the suited queens. I would raise queen jack here, and I would be indifferent with queen 10. So very
Now,
good.
you remember on the pre-flop academy, at these stacks, more queens and king, like bigger queens and kings suited, started limping.
Yep. And I mean, we have this for contrast as well. Make sure. I mean, it's gonna be the same, right? Like
It was 25.
What's the theory behind that?
BBB.
Because normally I would raise all my suited tens, you know?
Yeah, I mean, I think just having some stronger, better playability there. 25 chip EV, give me range.
All of these shoves, 25.
Sucks though. It sucks to fold it when he does
Shouldn't
shove
make
on you,
sense.
right? Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we
So
can
if you limp in and you
here.
can get to see a flop with it, it plays well post.
Yep, since we've done this, we can do this. So small blind, we call, and you want to see if they go all in on that ass.
Yeah,
Snap.
calls.
Still
Snap.
calling you.
But I thought all your suited tens call.
That's
to a
why,
shove.
honestly, that's why I limp them more than I raise them, because I don't want to have to call.
Yep.
Right.
Let's go to the BB raise 3. Do you ever do anything nasty? Raise there. No, you just never fold it, no matter what they do. Any raise size you call, they go all in, you call, you never come back over the top. But you just stay sticky. Just stick with the hand. Don't fold.
Is there a way to see if you can min click it, min raise, as opposed to?
Look at
No,
that.
it didn't
it
suggest, it didn't want any of that.
Probably
They
not
didn't
under
have any
20,
raises.
maybe under
Yeah.
30.
There was
So I got
0
a
raises
question.
with the hand.
So I got a question for you guys. Here's where I'm struggling. I'm getting consistently down to the last 2 tables, 3 tables, 2 tables. I'll get a hand like this with 25 big blinds. And I know we have some ICM at that point in time. Would you call off with 2 tables left in this kind of situation?
Range is
With a
gonna change.
Probably not.
Yeah, I mean, the ranges are going to be considerably different. And I mean, we've been doing a lot of ICM work, final 2 table work, a ton the past 3 weeks. Some of the best work we've done. So, I mean, maybe we can revisit looking at some of our BBB ranges from an ICM perspective here near the end. Maybe at our 230 point, we get into some of the ICM stuff. Because, I mean, it's a delicate question depending on the size, how many are left and whatnot as well.
Yeah.
Like how
You're
we
definitely gonna
play
start
25.
limping more.
I also
Like
think
17 people left, you know, that's where I'm getting in trouble. I'm getting a lot of
Yeah,
7
yeah.
places.
Welcome to my world, and then I mean that's a good thing. Go ahead, Joey.
in ICM, I think I'd prefer to raise this instead of limping it.
Well, I mean, I don't want to get too off track now.
Yeah.
right
Yeah.
now.
Right.
Like we're gonna stay on, but we're on it's BVB day. We'll be here all day. We're gonna get in look at some of these hands. We'll get
All
there.
day,
Yeah.
all day long.
Jack 5 off, call.
Limp.
100,
Or, you know. Ace 9 off,
35.
That's a tougher one.
raise
Uh-huh.
70%.
Yeah, it's 70-30, yeah.
60,
60-40.
very
60-40.
good. Mostly 60-40 spot with our ace X and a lot of these 60, 60, 60, 50, 50, 60, 40s. With this region at 35. So this is why it's important. You don't want to be raising every time you can versus some opponents, and it's going to be fine, but there's going to be opponents that's not.
The 8's the higher one. That's where I got it backwards.
Eight's the higher one. Ace, Jack, eight, yeah, no, right? Dude, I used to make that mistake. I would raise there every time. You know.
Queen
I'm
deuce
not
off,
kidding.
pure flat.
Pure flat at the
call.
bottom. Yep, I would do only flat here. Hashish.
JD.
Jack deuce at 30 at 40. Just let it go.
Fold.
Ooh, this might be mixing the one at the bottom that gets to get in there. I wonder if this one folds.
Oh, it's like Jack 4, maybe.
It gets in there a
Yes.
little bit.
17% doesn't count enough for me.
You gotta play the Jack 4 for the lows.
For the low.
King 6 off. Raise, and we're gonna go 50-50 basically.
50-50 with this. We see a lot of these offsuit kings, 50-50. 50-50. Beats is losing his motherfucking mind right now. Sheesh.
On fire.
A6 suited, pure flat.
Yeah,
At
these
30.
suited aces. And then what's the bottom of the
A7.
A7 plus is pure, and it's like some of these you want to have ace X in your small blind range, so when there's an ace on board, you have it sometimes, right? And like so this one's a pure.
And
Yep.
then on the offsuit side, 9s, 10s.
Queens. This was
Yeah.
interesting because I mean sometimes you
10s,
forget
jacks,
about the
queens.
ace 10. Yep. 10s, jacks, queens is high. Let's see, completes. Go here. 2 more.
40, this is a fold.
Yes, snap it, fold. Dog shit. We're folding that bottom end stuff.
Oh, now we get more fun. 35 jacks. Just we're too deep to just rip, so just raise.
Yep.
Pure.
Pure. Yep.
Can't slow play it. I don't think we
Never.
I mean,
I think
2% of the time.
ends plus
Oh.
there. We have to just
Raise call off.
yeah.
Yep.
40 with 6-4. Should be at the is our bottom 6-4, 6-5. I'm gonna go fold. 6-5's the bottom.
Yeah.
Really?
For
We're
one
folding? We're
gapper.
not even just
For
calling?
one gapper.
But the offsuit one gapper, so I thought it was 6-3.
I think we're too deep to call.
Yeah, I thought it were 2 gappers, but
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
probably added there. Man, I would fucking think about calling.
Because we're raising 3.5, I think we're too deep.
Yeah, it's like the very bottom.
Mm.
If we were
Beats.
a little shallower and we were raising where our open is smaller, then I think we can do it.
You just lost your fucking mind, son. That was very impressive. You just carried the score back from like 78 and this man out here
You know,
losing his
you know how
mind.
much time I've done blind versus blind in this on this thing.
Yeah.
Woo.
That's
probably
what
my
I need with ICM.
That's
do
probably my
ICM
most
every
studied spot in GTO Wizard is like these stacks of blind versus blind.
night. Yeah, and it's very important. And as you can see, I think a lot of people are making a lot of mistakes and not having enough of the mixed strategy. Too many people are autopilot calling or too aggressive with the wrong regions of the range, not having enough of the ace, queen, ace, jack, ace 10 completes. I think that's something a lot of us were missing before this. Let's pick one more victim. Good job and thank you, Beats. Let's do one more set and then we're going to completely segue and start looking at maybe versus 3-bet for a few, and then spend the rest of the time with our blind versus blind ICM ranges, and try to make sure as we get deeper and ranges condense how we play when we're on the final 2 tables, stuff like that. So who do I want to call on next? Croft Dad, come on. If you're in here, Kelly, you want to do this, my dude? If you're interested. Shook. Come on, Bob. Every week, I need you. Come on, Bob. You know you want to do this. Don't be shy. No, Bob or Kelly. All right, Toe, come on.
Oh shit. I don't know if I can fucking hang with beats.
He called on the man. He said, "Get your
Come on,
ass
coach."
in here."
You knew I was like all deep in
Go
fucking
ahead.
this fucking spreadsheet too. Fuck.
Come on, coach, see if you can beat the student.
Yeah.
Yeah, you set an impressive bar there, homie. All right.
All
Put
right.
me in, coach.
Put him in,
Put
coach.
me in, coach.
And nobody wants to follow what Beats did.
That's all right, you know.
Man knows his charts, that's for sure.
Beats don't know about no fucking.
He's a pregame. I mean, he's a pregame
Oh,
warm-up
toe equity.
specialist. You put him in a game, you know, he falls apart, but pregame, he's hitting every shot. Full pregame. Good
I'm
old
out there
pregame.
draining threes pregame.
Wet as hell pregame.
That
Put
one
him in the
guy who
game,
just
he's
kills it in
fucking
the
cold as
practice room.
ice.
Get him to the Turner River and he's
I would
just
call you.
dead.
All right, Tom, what are we doing here?
I would call you.
Calling at 40, not raising. Pure, you mixing? What are we looking at?
Probably mixes, but I would be able to nail the percentage like fucking Beats did. I'd say 60-40.
50-50, sir. Always these. We get to mix even up to 40, 50-50, and mostly this. A lot of 50-50s. Oops. 50-50s, 50-50s. Your 8 offsuit 8. I mean, I'm drilling. I'm not like scolding you. I'm saying this out loud for myself. So I make sure I
yeah, you
remember
can't-
this, you know, at 40.
Yeah.
You can't
Like
offend me.
50-50, 50-50.
Call.
Call.
Oh, this is at 40 though. Cool.
They
All
be
your
giving them
offshoot stuff
borderline. They
mixes.
be giving them tough borderline spots. They're
I think
folding.
10-5's in there on the bottom.
10-4 is the bottom.
10-4 is the bottom.
Yeah, yeah.
Offsuit 10x, 10-4 at the bottom.
Yeah,
So
I want
pure
to call
call.
too.
It feels uncomfy as
I hate
hell
that
to
shit.
play
There was
this
a long time
dog
ago
shit.
where I folded it in this exact spot and you and Justin yelled at me for like 10 minutes.
Yeah,
I tend to call it a game.
yeah.
Well, I think like a couple weeks ago, there was one we were looking at that was 10-4. And you were like, yeah, I know I should play this, but I folded it.
Yeah. I don't give a
Yeah.
fuck. I mean, honestly, like I don't give too much of a fuck about this spot either because it's not a huge money spot.
0.01 EV.
But the EV isn't just.
I would likely raise this, but this is a tough one. I'm gonna take a jam it. It's raise or limp. I'm gonna say raise. I'd say
Raising mixes. Nice.
Yeah,
Okay.
60-40.
He's raising.
I'm
and
gonna say
mix-
this is anti-intuitive.
Yep.
Ooh, 70-30. I had it backwards.
Yeah.
But I mean, you can't, you know, playing a little bit more aggressive versus some of the opponents in game is fine with this, but yeah, highly prefers to call these offsuit queens. And you know, one thing Beat said as well, like the suited queens and offsuit queens, you know, the offsuit queens raising more than the suited ones, but not as frequently with the better ones.
Blockers, you just block a lot of them.
Blockers,
It's easy fold.
snack bowls.
Get that shit out of here.
Fine call.
They give you the. Oh, I mean, well, now they're just
Layups,
needling
man.
you now. You wanna fold
Layups.
again?
Fine.
You wanna fold again, Tom?
In game, I'm folding. Fuck you.
I still, I'm making
Hey,
a mistake.
Who was with me? There was somebody out there that was with me. I don't remember who it was.
This is a deeper stack depth than the previous one. It was 35.
Yeah, I don't give a
So
fuck.
pure
Gotta play the hand.
Feels bad, man.
This feels good
Premium.
to raise too.
Pure raise?
Makes sense. It's gotta be a pure raise, no?
1640,
Pure raise.
7030.
Dude, stop it. It's
Pure,
a pure fucking
100.
raise.
All right,
Yeah, I
it's out
mean-
there.
Ace 8, Ace 7 plus.
Yeah,
okay.
you remember, like, I think
The
from
other ones are
40
a
down
little-
to like 20.
The question is when you start to get to like mixed frequencies, like, does it mix? That's a much harder
No.
question, right?
I mean,
Yeah.
one thing we've seen even here in Preflop Academy, when we fly through these, we look A6 plus pure, Ace 5 plus there, A7 plus, A7 plus, A6 plus, like it's almost pure. Like it's only mixing here when we're shorter, but you can almost raise pure. But
What stack was this at?
this one 40, but I was looking at
Okay,
20
so he's
there,
not
but
gonna jam. Okay.
No.
Do you
nope.
have jams here? Like if he jams, are we calling off ace 10 probably? At smaller depths, but
Tell you only got 3 more, and then the pain is over, sir.
I think this one mixes.
Suited kings mixing. When you say the word mix, I'm assuming you're
Yeah, I
50,
think
50,
this is
60,
another,
40.
yeah, that's some kind of.
To say this is a fun one.
Oh, we in the
jam
world.
it.
And this is the range where we can mix
those
with
mixes.
queen 5, ace 5, and king 5.
Yeah. Yeah,
All
those are
good.
those
Queen
weird ass
6.
jams.
Yeah, like these ace 5. Oh, the ace 5 isn't this one. This one. It is a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember this. as
A little
well.
mix of jam, yeah.
There are
This
two
is-
stacks, 2 stack sizes that has that like little indent.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's disgusting.
This and 20, I
25.
think.
And this is
Yeah.
really, you guys should be really, we should be really focusing on these stack depths. I'm telling you, man, like 25 bigs, 20-ish bigs, tournaments all day and night with these stacks. You get good at this stack depth, you're gonna make a lot of money.
Call.
2 more.
Call.
Pure.
It's close. I might have some mix in there.
Nice. Uno mas.
Tougher one.
King 8-0.
I want to say this one is like this feels like a 70-30 mixed limp. Limp.
Mix. Limp.
Limp.
Reverse that.
Yeah, reverse that. I didn't like that.
Right
I'm
numbers,
mostly
wrong
raising
way.
here.
Damn it.
That
That was the last one or one more?
that was it. No,
Alright.
you're at 30. Do one
I didn't
more.
do as good as Beats, but I didn't fail the team.
Yeah, you didn't drag. Yeah, we're still at
You only
85.
lost
I was a
this
solid fifth
5%.
man. Solid fifth man.
All right. How about now?
That's the good thing about playing poker as long as I have. You just kind of have a general, you can never be too far off. Done this too fucking long.
Yeah.
All right, so do this last one
Oh,
because it
shit.
makes this is number 30.
This is raise.
Raise the days.
How long you been doing
I think
this,
we're
Toe?
too big to jam. I think we're too big to jam 25. 25 might be a jam, actually. It might be the 25 might be the bottom of the bottom stack depth Y or the top stack depth Y is where we jam.
You want to jam this?
God, if I had less, if I had like 22, I would jam for sure. So I'm gonna stick with raise. It might be jam though. Could very well be jam. No jam.
Flat.
Flat.
Flats.
We're jamming
You know
ace
why? Because
9.
we're jamming
Who's that
ace
one?
9, ace
Eight.
8, 2s, 3s, 4s, mixing ace 7, ace 8.
Oh, I was off by
So
one.
this is one of these weird ones where we have so many jams that it uses this as a trap, and then we raise to steal the ace 7 suited. Mixing all this offsuit kings and queens. This is, I mean, these are tough. This is a tough little range, and this is a region that I'm glad we spent time studying today. Because it's really easy, and I think I find myself raising this a little bit too much. In some of these,
DS and they check. Yeah, I would raise those too much too.
I would never jam all in.
Ace queen too.
You know, but
Yeah.
yeah, it's definitely counterintuitive in some of these spots. But having some of these stronger hands are going to make you hard as hell to play against by having some of this. So
You really need it too, because it's like the only strength in your limping range.
Yeah, and it's so nutty, yeah. Cool. I think we've done 30. Percentages are pretty good. I think we're all pretty strong here. I think what do you guys think? We can spend some time looking at versus raise, or we can get just right to ITM. Let's just look at ITM and look at the kind of the same strategic, us in the small blind, and then exploring our options in our ranges when it comes to raising and folding. Because I don't want to get into 3-bet and mixing it up too much. Let's stay on track with just this kind of situation. So the way we'll do it, we'll look at our ranges in Preflop Academy, then we'll train the spot here in GTO Wizard, because the trainer here is kind of better for what we're trying to do. So we've been in Chip EV. And if you guys remember, ICM is just 50% of the field left, and this is 100 players. There's not going to be too much of a difference where we're going to spend too much time looking. I think the important spots we should look at are ICM, which is, this is the money bubble range for the small blind, and then 10%, this is the final table bubble range. So let's spend time with these two ranges, see what it looks like here on a money bubble, which is going to be crazy. I remember looking at this, and then we'll look at the other one as well. So let's go to 40. Then we're going to go RFI 17%, and then small blind. Oh, BVB, yeah, and then we're first in. 17% of the field left in the small blind. Yeah, you're not even close. Like, you're just nitty as hell. 82% call. Only raising 70% at 40 effective versus the small. 35 effective. It's incredibly tight.
What stack size was that you just looked at?
40. I'm going
40.
from 40 down. Yep. So here's our range at 40. The boomerang is just much smaller. It's just mixing some of these 10-4, 10-5, some of this stuff. It's just strategy, a straight cancer. It just has so many strong ass hands in it, and then raising its best suited aces as well.
With this stack size, if you just decide to limp everything, you won't ever really be wrong.
Well, I mean,
Except
you
for
still want to
ace-
have
except for
some of these
ace
suited
nine.
aces, ace king in there a little bit. Now that we're at 30, it's back to being fairly aggressive. Deeper was really reserved from trying to play any raised pots. But at 30, it's back in there. The boomerang's back. Opening your offsuit King X is back. It's interesting how your offsuit Ace X is raising a little bit less frequently than your offsuit King X here. But having the option or some frequency of raising with your offsuit aces, kings, and queens here looks pretty preferable in your suited Ace X for playability. 25 bigs, the jams are back. Ace Deuce O, Ace Jack O. Yeah, this is completely different. Let me see. The boomerang is just thick as hell now.
With some
Oh
shoves
my
off-
God.
Some shoves off the edge.
20 big blinds on the money bubble. You get to go ape shit with the fold equity. Wow.
So these kinds of ranges make me nervous because
Oh,
they're making the assumption that villain is going to fold appropriately.
yeah. They should, or they're gonna fucking bubble. They have to be tight as hell.
And at this point, I think the player pool is actually a bit tighter than what they should be.
Yeah, people want to cash. I mean, dude, in these $11 tournaments, that $11 is like 25% of somebody's roll. Like at these tables, like somebody at that table, that's a significant portion of their roll. At the micros, don't underestimate these guys not having any money. Some of these guys have satellited in got tickets on their last breath for a roll. And then yeah, I
Spending the
mean,
baby food money.
yeah, they did baby food money, right? People are just going to be tight as hell in these spots. So be aggressive. And then when you get called, you've created your own luck and sucked out at some frequency as well. So never underestimate being able to suck out on people. I know you think everything's bad, but you will get lucky. And then, oh my God.
This is a machine gun range.
We don't fold anything.
This is my first time seeing this. I don't think I've looked at this. I didn't actually know you shoved 100% of your range. Oh, seven
Except for
deuce is just
aces.
raising. Aces and seven deuce. So on the money bubble with 10 bigs, if you get there, you close your eyes versus if somebody's 10 bigs effective, right? In the big blind or shallower, you jam your entire range. Holy shit. So that is fun. Yeah, at 15, you're pretty aggressive. You're jamming 61% of hands. You're all in with 30% of hands at 20. And then, you know, I mean, at 25 plus, you're kind of just playing standard poker. When you get to 40 bigs, you're tight as hell relative to chip EV. You're kind of just playing a more passive, trappy, not trying to play a big pot strategy. But yeah, when you get shallower to apply that pressure, you get to go ape shit on money bubbles. So something to note. Now, let's look at final table bubble and kind of go from 40 back down like we did before. No, wait a minute. It's BBB. Yep. Small blind, first in. It's still fairly tight. We get to be a little bit more aggressive than we were on that money bubble. So with like 20 players left here, yeah, just mixing up some suited 10s for playability. The boomerang, still in there. 10-5 is a god tier hand. It needs to just be raised almost every time.
Interesting that we add in some of the offsuit two gappers that we don't have in chip EV.
Yeah, like 10-8, 10-7, this kind of
Oh,
stuff.
I just meant it's even like just flats, like 6-4 off, 5-3
Oh,
off.
down here, yeah.
8-4 off, 7-4 off.
Yeah, we're just going to be in there playing a lot more, huh?
To me, that doesn't make sense because I think my instinct would be just to go a bit tighter with ICM.
Yeah, but we don't want to be giving away. I don't know. I mean, just playing pots, just completing. I think it's just going to be fine. We just play the pot post flop. It's not costing us a lot of our stack. And one thing I have noticed, looking at some of the ICM and final, it really hates giving walks. Oh, you're good? All right, 1 second. 1 second, guys. I'll be back. Wait, boy. 80. Good job. All right, Lincoln, come on. All right. Carpets are cleaned. All right, guys, sorry about that. All right, 10%. The field left final two tables. This is where I want to like spend some time looking. Suited fours, fives, fours, fives, 9, 3. We're mixing a shitload with our offsuit kings, which is good. It looks like the ranges are pretty heavy, 60-40. If you wanted to just use that, offsuit queens as well. This range is pretty aggressive. Okay. All right, meat and potatoes time, 25 bigs. Boomerang still in there, aces, kings, queens. Still ace 8 suited plus. This range looks fairly comparable to chip EV, in my opinion.
Well, I think chip EV has some shoves coming from the offsuit.
Correct. Yeah, like ace 9's in there. All like this stuff is in there, but you're not going to be jamming that 25 in the final two tables. So okay, yep, great point. But when you get to 20, it is chip moving time here at the World Series of Poker and ace deuce through ace 10. So this is the more of the range Toe was kind of envisioning for his offsuit ace X before. So using this at 25, but this is 20. Deuces through fives. What's interesting here, pocket 10s mixing, raise and complete. Our raise size here is 3x as well. Making sure you guys understand. Suited 8s. This region that has a lot of playability is going to be good to raise. 7-8 suited, 8-9 suited, 10-8, all this stuff. Jack
Shoving
10
all the
suited.
middle stuff.
I mean Jack 10. Oh, excuse me.
Shoving all that middle stuff, the suited 9.
Yeah, the suited 8s and 9s with a lot of playability, right?
I think I'm missing
Yeah, Justin used to talk about jamming this range when he would get deep in the final table bubbles, just because it just plays really well when called and like not really wanting to limp call it or limp raise it, which is going to be difficult. 15, are we going ape shit again? Yep. But yeah, I mean, these suited 6s are just going crazy. 7s, 8s, 9s again. We have a lot of suited 5s in there, the suited 2 and 3 gapping 5s, and then your pink 5s, ace 2, ace 3, ace 4. Man, this range, king, queen off, king, jack off. This is easy. This is easy, child's play. And then 10, 100% of range? Nope. So this time we're only jamming 50% on the final two tables, which is a bit more palatable. Almost all your offsuit aces and kings.
And we're actually folding some suited stuff.
So
Yes.
So
Go
the
ahead.
stuff you're limping there, are you calling off if they shove those queens?
Correct. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you're not folding, and this is one of the Acevedo kind of used to tell me this, and I would just be ripping this queen 10 before, queen 9 and stuff like. It's like, yeah, it's going to be good enough to like limp call off.
Well, and that's why you're going to mix in the raises with the suited 2s, like the 9-2, 8-2, 8-3, so that you have some raise
here it
folds in there along with your raise calls.
Yep, 100%, 100% with your suited queens when that happens. Versus ISO, yeah, you just don't fold. And I mean, this is assuming they also, all in at 10. So, yep, it's in there. So it's pretty nasty. So we've looked at ranges. It's time to get back in the ring and drill some of this. This is going to be much different, but it'll be fun. I think we can look at both spots as well in a trainer. Between, oh shit, we have to use this.
I don't think GTO Wizard has the 17.5 option.
I don't either. Now that I think about that,
but it's got
It's got final table and 25%.
yeah, well, it's got final table, final 2, final 3.
yeah. So this is good.
Yeah.
Let's do. 2 tables and then
Is this the 200 tournament?
I-
I think,
what's up?
I think 3 tables might simulate the bubble. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I wish they would have players.
Yeah.
Whoever just spoke, I
Here
couldn't.
it
hear
is.
them. I could hear sixes and beats, but the other guy I couldn't hear at all.
Yeah, Mike's a little bit quiet, but it's all right. Last 2
Oh.
tables.
Should've said-
Based on a 200 players, so
So
it's 3 tables is gonna
tables.
be on the bubble.
Yeah, so can I do 2? Can I select I can't do
No,
2 things
you can
at
do
once.
one or the other.
All right, let's start with 3 tables. And then we'll go. Fuck it.
And then,
And then that's it, right?
yeah,
Everything else good. Yep.
yeah.
Yeah, gotta set it to in position. Or out
Oh.
of position, but.
Oh
yeah,
shit, did I mess something up here?
No,
Out of position.
No, that's fine. You don't have to change that.
You don't have
Oh,
to touch
no,
that.
yeah, you're set.
Okay.
But it does have
This is very asymmetrical stacks.
yep, asymmetrical
Um,
stacks.
I know there's a way you can change it to where you can do near.
Yeah,
So that the stacks are closer to each other. Where is that at?
I know what you're talking about. I was using that before as well.
Isn't
thought it
it
was
more
time-
realistic with all different stacks though?
It probably is.
Now, I think the drill mixes them.
It's fine.
No,
Let's just
because
play
I
like
know
this.
I've done it where I put it where they were like near versus.
If that's in there, it would be in modes.
It would be in modes, you said?
Yes.
Okay. Modes, spot, number of tables, frequency, fast,
Maybe I'm
say,
wrong.
me don't see, me no see.
Yeah.
All right, it's not a big deal, man. Let's just do this. It's just is what it is. It's
Okay.
fine. All I want to do is get better and waste less time.
Yep.
I mean, who gives a shit? We're just gonna get better at the game and see ranges. Asim, who do I want to call on? Larry.
Is
Come
my
on,
mic,
Cletus.
my mic better now?
Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
Joe,
Yeah.
it is.
Go ahead.
So just to reiterate the situation, we are at 2 tables or 3 tables at this point?
3.
And do we know if we're in the money or we're on the bubble?
Nope, final 3 tables. It doesn't say, I mean, you're just gonna have
It's-
to, like, it
Well-
wasn't specific.
The way they do it is it's 200 players. So if you got 18 left, you're probably just in the money.
Okay. I think this is all you can eat.
It's a
No, too
trap.
good. Too
It's a
good.
trap. It's a trap. Yep, it's a yeah, all this other shit's better, and then we just want to induce even with this. I mean, it's so easy to just idle pocket, just rip for 10. You see 10, like I'm ripping everything else. I'm just throw this in there too. What the hell? Excuse me.
It seems so obvious when you raise there that you've got a big hand, when the guy's only got 10 big blinds, you know? To me. I don't
Yeah.
know.
But that's
Yeah,
why.
but so many people just lose their mind with 10 bigs and think that they have no playability.
Well,
That's
I mean,
true.
you also give them an opportunity to get a good price to make a mistake. They can't make a mistake if you don't give them an opportunity to always.
Yeah.
With the top of your range.
Good point.
So this is a flat in Chippy V, but I think we are covered. We're in the money.
Mm-hmm.
Looking at the other table stacks, I think this might actually go into the full category.
Anybody have any thoughts between folding? I mean, this is pretty cool. Like, I kind of like that we have to think a little bit harder. Stacks aren't easy and symmetrical. You're not gonna have symmetrical stacks in real life.
No, yeah.
Yeah, and it's big blind is the big stack. if big blind was a like 19 or like a middle stack, I might want to raise, but
Yeah.
with them being the big stack, I think I just let it go.
Ooh, so we got a couple folds. All right, Larry's folding, Beats is
I think it's
folding,
mixing fold. I think it's
and
mixing.
call.
I like the fold.
Well done, guys.
Oh,
Let's see how
it's-
it constructs our range here.
Especially with the button at 13 too. We're gonna be tight,
Yeah.
because the button is a little bit shorter than us.
The boomerang's kind of busted as well. This is,
We're 3 tables, right?
Yeah.
yes, sir.
Yeah, I mean, that's not a final table. I might agree with that, but I'm not sure the button having 13 matters.
Yeah, I
much.
don't really pay too much attention to other people's stacks and we're final 3 tables, maybe final 2,
Oh.
it's final table bubble.
I just rewatched the Matt Affleck ICM thing last night. And he did mention that a short stack ICM pressure is higher when there's another short stack on the table. It goes down it goes down a little bit if you're the only short stack, but if there are 2 short stacks, then it goes up a little bit higher.
Yeah, but that would be a final table, right? Not 3 tables.
No, he did bubble. He was doing it on the bubble of the
The stone bubble to final table, yes, when it counts to making the final table, not with 3
Yeah.
tables. There's just no way
The
it
bubbles
matters.
is one of the highest risk premiums that you have.
Yes.
It's high, almost as high as the final table bubble.
Correct. You're 100% right there. When you look at the ranges and the risk premiums shoot up significantly. But like the point you're making, Croft, like it doesn't matter here with final 3 tables at all. I don't give a shit about these other cats
Oh, okay.
at all.
I agree with
too much.
Yeah, because there's no pay jumps that are significant
Yeah,
at this point.
like looking around the table and seeing this at final 3 tables, it's just who cares? Like we still have to just like play a strat. We still need to get to a point where there's actual money implications. All right. What are we doing here, Larry?
Yeah, so I think this is a shove, it should be, but I am not so comfortable shoving this here. I think maybe king 9 is a better blocker shove, but I want to see if he's gonna let me see a flop. So I think this is a call.
Pure?
I think there's very few pure plays at this step depth. I think it's either all in or call, but I think it's primarily call.
Okay. Never jamming. This is a spot where I think a lot of us could see 12 big blinds, see this hand, think, it's probably reasonable to go with, and grief it. I myself included at some point in life would probably look down 12 and just run it. Whatever. Yeah, it's mostly calling, and then this cheeky little 2.5x, which I think is going to look very strong. And it plays well enough, and it's easy to fold if we get raised.
So 6s, is that a raise and then it's fold to a jam?
Yes, sir. There ain't no way you raise calling off queen 9. 100% folds. I don't even know if I need to go back and waste the second showing it.
No, just ask.
No problem. All right, Larry. You still have a few more hands, my friend. Speed run them.
So we're covered again. I really want to see it flop. I have good blockers, but I think that we call. I think we want to see a flop.
This one's.
I don't think. Yeah, I think it primarily call, and then it mixes in some raises to 3.
Anybody have a different opinion about king queen in this kind of situation? This is going to be feels like a very common spot. Mostly calling to keep in worse were Larry's thoughts. Go ahead, Cap.
I think Chippy V mostly limps and raises some, but I think now it's gonna raise more than it limps.
Probably 80-20 call.
Ooh, so there it is. I've heard a lot of different opinions, and this is why this spot is great. I heard 80-20 call. I've heard primarily only calling. All kind of shit. Let's see what the solver likes, because this is a super common spot, right? Larry calling. Mostly raising.
No,
80-20
the other way. No.
Other way.
Yeah,
Yeah, Matt.
Chippy V, it would be like 20-80 call. It would be like call 80-20 raise, but I think now the ICM, You want to be opening more pots.
Chippy V, I think it's closer to 60-40, actually.
Okay.
Yep, if beats that 60-40, it's fucking 60-40.
King queen's always that weird ass one, but
Jack 8.
suited.
10,
Okay, so
8.
suited, you're calling probably 80-20. Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, suited. Suited. Keeping a lot worse. The playability is just there.
Just freaking
And just ripping this stuff. Ace deuce. Oh, ripping.
King queen suit is probably gonna limp jam.
Nope, limp call. No,
Yeah,
maybe
no.
we'll limp jam. I don't think we're jamming because it's so good when you do. You just, I don't know. Let's see. We can learn. We call, and then they
King,
go
queen suited.
3. Just pure call.
Just call.
It's just so nice of a
too
hand to
good.
play. And then you got to think about this. Right? You keep in so many words, king X, queen X combos, and like it plays so well. Like I would
Look-
never.
Look at the clickbacks.
Oh, the nastiest. Yeah.
Yeah. I honestly, I wouldn't,
Limp
I
raise
think
jack
I'd
clubs,
just,
yeah.
It raises to 6 as well. They go 3, we go 6.
yeah, that's what I'm talking about, the clickback on that.
Ah, so filthy, you nasty.
The
nasty.
click back Jack Deuce suited. I don't think I could find it.
I need to work,
I
dude.
have
That.
to say I've never done that.
Uh-oh.
Woo.
These spots are fucking not easy. I
Ooh.
mean,
This is a global table.
yeah, 7.5 bigs.
Old.
I think, yeah, I think this falls, it's interesting to fall inside.
Your mic is
All right,
going out
moving with
weird.
it.
Your mic goes out weirdly sometimes when I can't hear you. Anybody else? Or is it just me?
No, it does.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll try to hold the microphone closer. Sorry about that.
It's
Yeah,
cool.
it sounds like you're in a can. It's echoey.
Oh yeah, maybe move it away a little bit and like, but it's whatever. We can hear you. What are you doing here, buddy?
I think this is, I don't know. I think this falls into my fielding range.
And I didn't hear what range.
I think I fold this. I think it's mostly fold, some call.
Folding. Beats, why did you have to say it sounds like this man is inside of a can? Now that's all.
Now that's stuck in your head.
Sounds
think
like
I'm
this
queen
cat's in a
5 here.
pop can. Damn, man, is this a fold? Yeah,
I'll limp
we
queen
see
5.
all in queen 5. Cap says.
No, I saw a limp queen 5. I'm gonna
Oh.
fold this.
Yeah.
Only because there's a short stack.
Ah,
Yeah, I was about to say we don't get to fold much, man. Like, but this, like,
with this shorter stacks, no.
I mean, with paint,
This is
I would.
that.
I'm not gonna lie,
No
I'm so
lips.
spewy. I'm so spewy. If I seen a queen with 7 bigs, I'd probably fucking just jam 100%. Like,
Even
I
with
can't
a shorter
believe-
stack at the table.
Yeah, I can't believe that it's
With
not all
with
in.
3 tables
Paint.
left, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I would just be all in here with the
Because
fucking paint card with 7 bigs.
If you've got 8 bigs here with 3 tables left, you need to try to get some chips.
Maintain some fold equity. You know, it is a random hand, so I would just assume like a paint card's just going to be better than some random hand, but it wants to just min raise and then fucking fold if raised on, and you look like some kind of animal.
Every choice is zero easy.
You get blue tagged by 6s.
Yeah, I might blue tag somebody for doing it if I thought they were making other good plays. All right, Larry, you still have a few more hands, my friend.
All right. So I think at Chippy V, this is a raise or call. We cover. So we've got 10 people on. I think this is gonna fall inside of jamming range. Shove here.
Shove it. Thank God. I was waiting for it. Fucking only jamming, right? I would
Yeah,
not
Yeah.
jam this.
a third of our stack.
Nah.
Jam
Nah.
it.
Yeah, just get him out. We could have looked at the range there, but it's fine. Let's get through some hands. Ooh,
Ooh.
interesting. This is a bet online one. This deep, final 3 tables,
Bet
60 bigs. Dude, we got a lot of bigs in some of those tournaments. It sucks.
Oh yeah.
I think we want to see. We want to see a flop.
Wants to
We're
see a
going to the
flop.
nuts. I think we call. honestly.
What portion of your suited kings are you raising, man?
So
Are you-
let's look at the table. So we are slightly covered. I think that's going to affect our raising range. But I think once we get to king 10 suited, I guess, we're gonna begin to raise more.
It's a trick question. I think these are one of those ranges we were looking at 40 plus, where the range was almost limping almost entire fucking range, maybe with some smattering of suited aces and not really raising much of anything. Is my guess.
Yeah,
I
More
think
mixed frequencies of raising, maybe some suited aces, almost pure like ace 10, ace jack and stuff like that. But the rest of your range mostly just completing. That's my
I was
guess.
gonna say king, jack, king, queen, maybe.
I
There's some
feel like
raise,
some of
but
the, I was gonna say, I feel like some of the
Yeah.
4x.
You gotta not
raise
cut
was,
people off,
like,
buddy.
Jacks. Well, I was trying to get it in before you clicked. I saw you moving the clicker.
I know, but I didn't want to cut people off either.
So,
wow.
what
What's
if,
your
what if,
range again?
what if the stack's reversed? Where we got him covered.
Doesn't matter. I think it's all within the realm of being at a certain stack depth effectively, where we don't want to play gigantic pots.
Yeah,
I think
we're
it's
so-
like, I think it's just the effective range of 40 plus. When we're both 40, he has 100, you have 100. Is it, are we 40 effective? Yes. Okay, tight. You know, I mean, exploitatively and situationally, maybe a 2x stack depth, we can be more aggressive, but I think it's, from what I've seen, and like, it's like 40, but I'm sorry, Kep, did you want to make a point? I just flashed range if you wanted to.
Yeah, no,
kind
what
of,
I was gonna say is I think some of the 4x will raise, but it's like the jacks, 10s, 9s, stuff like that.
Part in the boomerang,
king.
still in there, started part of like the 10-4 to 10-5, which was in there. So yeah, down in there, like the 7-4 might like the 8-4 might be in there still. But I think the range is completely just fucking neutered. Here.
I think
Like,
Interesting.
big stack against big stack, I think you're incentivized to keeping the pot small.
yeah.
I
Well,
was
at this
gonna
point-
get a sliver of raise intensity, but not much.
yeah, but
Yeah,
the EV
'cause-
is going to be the same.
As I say, at this point with 24 left and you got 60 bigs, you've got to be top 5 probably. So you want to keep it small. I thought maybe there'd be a little bit more raising with king jack and king queen, but
Nope.
yeah,
I
no, it's
remember
just
looking at this,
basically
and just tight. It's
just
8.
flat your whole range basically.
Yeah, it's tough to play against. I mean, you still have like all the strongest hands here. And yeah, just something to note, very simplified strategy, very deep in tournaments, 40 plus. If there's one thing you're going to take away from today is 40 plus effective in these kind of situations. Final 3 tables, a flat only strategy or a complete only strategy there is going to be okay and pretty good. Unless you have some kind of exploit versus an opponent that's pretty deep and you think they're overfolding as a big stack or something like that. Just complete. Who else? Larry, you're still here. Yep, 3 more.
Yeah, so covering. I wonder if we can get some exploitative raises here. I think this is going to mix between call and raise. I like raising here. Well, let's look at the. Yeah, I think it's a mix.
Okay, so he's mixing raise here and probably can mix a lot. I wonder if it's like at 17 effective, if it's gonna jam or whatever, but
Yeah.
let's just see. Go ahead.
I was gonna say I was wondering if there was some jam mixed in here because he's got 17. It might almost be pure jam, I think.
I know but this is offsuit. I know some of the other region we would, but let's go with the raise. I would imagine he's probably not gonna be losing too much EV by doing this, but all options are good. And like we were alluding to, like, dude, at 17, it's hammer time. Like 15 bigs, it's hammer time.
Yeah, I was playing around a lot with the ICM and this like 10-8 off when you get under 20. When they have under 20, it just heavily becomes a jam.
Yeah, it's the
Like-
suited middling region.
Yeah.
As you can see, that just is going to play very well when called by his ace highs. Gonna be you're gonna have the middle of the deck on lock. You're gonna run pretty good equity when he does decide to call with some of his ace X region. Is it king X, king, queens, and things like that. And you're just gonna generate a ton of fold equity. So yeah, this is reasonable. And I think I might miss this sometimes, but I'm definitely just ripping like 9, 10, Jack 10, and all this stuff. So it's good.
It's interesting that all of our bet sizes are equally balanced.
Yeah,
I've never seen that
2.5x.
before.
Oh, yeah, it's
Everything's 25% essentially.
I would do a couple more. 20 effective here, Larry, with the suited 10-6. Maybe hint, is this part of the boomerang?
Yeah. We're gonna mix. Let's see. So we cover. So if we cover, I'm gonna guess that we mix between limping and raising. I don't think we get jams.
Okay, so you're gonna call or raise?
I'm gonna go out on a limb here and say call.
I'm too aggressive for that. I probably think raise, but it feels like our suited sixes got to raise a lot. I wonder in sevens. I'm not sure. It's hard to visualize all these ranges, but 25 feels like we can raise the suited sixes and eights and stuff. But let's see, he calls. All fucking dude, we're nits.
I don't find that short ever.
I missed that.
Nah, there was the one chart around 20 where all the sixes were going.
Yeah, and this one, I mean, it's not even all the sixes, just this. Like, this is why spending a lot of time here is very valuable. It's really good. I know this region, Jack 8, 10, 8, 9, but it's
Yeah, that Jack 6 or that 10, 6, 10, 5, Jack 5, Jack 4, that whole region I'm missing a lot.
yeah. And then knowing like, okay, some of it 2.5, some it's only all in. Like I thought this might have been important. I thought this might be the 2.5 region, but it's the all in region. This is the 2.5 region. Oh my God.
Got to be a computer to remember all that shit.
I just got to do 1,000. Once you train 1,000 of these, 1 to 2,000, it'll be there. All right. Larry?
Yeah, I think we jam this.
Pure.
Yes.
Hell yeah. I mean, it's just pure 2s, 3s, 4s, 5s. Yep. 2s, 3s, 4s, 5s. And then the rest of these just raise and deuce, call, offsuit ace X, and then all this fun stuff down there as well. There. Boom. And last one, sir.
So 25 effective.
Mm-hmm.
Spot.
It is.
I think we mix. I think we mix 50V. I think we're covered here, and I think we want to see a flop. So I'm gonna say mostly call.
Mostly call. Yep. Not mostly call. Still mixing. How hard is the game? Yeah, this region still mixing. Ace 9, ace 10, and would be ripperonis. Jack 8. I would never ever find that.
4s and 3s rolled up. We left with the early 2s.
Larry, that was good, my friend. That was rough. And this is what I expect in like this region, because we looked at so much chip EV, right? And then we have to come in and then put ourselves in a position to play the final 2 tables or whatever. And it's tough. It's hard. It's not the same, but it's all good, my friend. We learned a lot and good job.
Well, gentlemen, I've set a very high mark for the rest of your practice. Good luck.
we have about 20 hands for it to bring it back. Let's see who wants to get in here. Barney, would you like to run a couple hands, my friend?
To be fair, Larry, you only had one blunder.
Only
the
one.
rest are all like within
mixing.
within reason.
Still no mic, but I can chat if you want. Yeah, sure, buddy. If you would like to just type in your answer in chat, I won't be asking you like to type in full ranges or anything. We could just be thorough. You can just tell me what you're going to do here, and we'll do it that way, my man. How about this? Of the available options, we folding, calling, all win. Probably just folding. Yeah, this I mean, I would pure fold this, right? Please God.
They gave him an easy one to start.
Yeah, they
Yeah,
give him a
yeah.
super easy layup.
Layup to start.
It's not
All
layup,
right.
it's
Yeah.
warm up. It's warm up.
Now what do you do?
Yeah. Now it starts. Now the fun starts.
I used to take that. Now what do you do? Oh, spiteful.
Yeah, everybody. All right, Barney. Do we just jam since he's at 10? You're asking me, you're the one on the clock and your time bank is ticking. So I'm assuming you want to, he's in there, ripping, putting his ass in the bin. I wonder if this is a 2 marker, but we're gonna bin him and pure.
Just bid him.
Just bin him. Put his ass in the bin.
What are we looking at right now? Question.
Final three
three
tables.
tables. 11 big stack here. And how bad are we gonna punish this human being?
Whoa.
Just,
Then
I'm
all
surprised Jack 5 is an island. Cause I figured it was gonna be Jack
no
5
time,
plus.
baby.
I figured Jack 6 and Jack 7 would be all jams too.
Just
but-
give him a feces bath and just
Looks
shove
like a
up
Lakers
damn near
uniform from
everything.
the 80s.
Good gosh. Oh, the colors? Yeah. All right, Barney. How about now? Queen 10 for 15. 2.5x, he says. Anybody want to do something different? Barney's 2.5xing here.
I'm like jam or call here personally.
Pin his
I'd probably just
ass.
call.
I might
2.5.
just-
Jamming, right? We jamming.
I
Jamming this, no? But
don't know.
Yeah, because I
I'm
don't want to,
snazzy.
like, I don't want to call and then I don't want to flat and then have to call 15. So I'm probably just jamming.
I would yam him. But
I'm-
Barney initially said 2.5, no takey backs.
I'm raised
No
folding.
take them backums. Caps raise folding. 2.5. It's good. It's all fine. We're mixing. I would only jam this in game personally, but it's fine. Pure jamming. And if you want to see what the jam looks like, since we were a little bit all over the place, this offsuit 10s are good. Some of our offsuit jacks are in there as well. Yeah, I would pure ripping. I'd almost pure rip the king 10 as well, which is bad. Oops. King 6. Okay. Suited ace X, raise calling these, and this is okay.
We
Good.
get the raise fold, or do we have to call?
Do you
If I don't see us folding.
please, for the love of God, don't make. I'm not folding.
Oh, we do.
Yeah, raise
You're
fold.
right.
I thought.
Right, that's why I'm jamming. Enough
Yeah.
with the madness. I'm just jamming.
Too much of our chip stack.
Yeah, and I
I'm
guess
sure
when you
he's-
put it in 3, it feels horrendous to have to call
We'd
it
stay
off.
right around the leaders.
And
raise
you
fold.
know, real life people are even tighter, so you're even more dead. So
Yeah.
yeah, good point. Good point. Good point. All right, Barney. How about this? How about that? And some blind versus blind play with the poker coaching study group. Let's go. All right, Barney, what'd you do, my friend? I'd say call. All right, calling.
I feel like-
Anybody doing anything different?
I feel like there might be no limps here.
Yeah.
Okay, kept
it's
those
either
like
raise-
limping.
I think we're gonna open raise or fold our ranges on this, in this exact spot.
With
This may be
12
in
in the
the-
big blind.
We do a lot. I mean, we don't do a lot of completing, but
Got 12. Yeah, I almost don't want to call. I almost want to raise fold.
I'd prefer to jam. I don't even want to see a flop with this.
Barney
No.
is flat. He flats. I'm not jamming. Are we? Oh, peanut breaths. Not a damn soul folded. That's kind of sick, dude. I mean, we probably get to go just so ape shit. We have to have. Yeah. Oh,
Wow.
look at this. Look at
Yeah,
this.
no,
6-5
offsuit
folding.
six.
No limps.
Cap for the win. Good job, Cap. Well done, my friend. I see you. I see you, big dog. 0 fucking limps. As Cap said. So if you're limping when we get down to 12, 15 bigs, you're griefing it. Unless, I mean, unless
I think
you
it's-
have aces or something like that, you want the
Well,
guy to fucking
I
like
think
even
it's more
aces
the
in
chip
limping.
distribution is why I felt that
Yeah.
way, really.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Is this ICM mode then, or?
Yeah,
Final
Yeah.
3 tables, yeah.
Oh, okay,
Yes.
okay.
All right. On you, Barney. Let's do it. Ouch. When he covers us, yam it. I would fucking only jam this.
I'm limp folding. Oh, we jam.
I would never really limp
4
fold
big
this.
blind stack and under the gun. I didn't think we would jam.
Dude, that stuff doesn't
Well-
matter when we're final 3 tables. It just doesn't matter. We need to stop. Like these
It's so
other
much
people
fun.
don't matter when we're final 3 tables. Maybe on a stone final table bubble as
Right.
we're looking to maybe make it, but I never pay attention to these cats. Peter was just raising there. I'm assuming you were all in when you said raise. How about this? We just kind of saw a comparable range to this. All in, Peter says. How about you, Barney? We calling, raising 2 with this one, or are we all of it? I think jam again sucks to call it off. Pure all in. From this range, you're gonna have this a lot. Folding your offsuit 5s plus. You're like offsuit 6s plus. Folding your suited deuces. And then offsuit 5s plus. And then from there you go ape shit. Some of the, I mean, I guess you could trim a little fat in some of the 0 EV stuff if you're scared. But yeah, outside of that, just go ape shit. You only got a few more, my friend. You can do this. You're doing it. Now what? Yam. Any inducing or
I-
what-
I think
I-
it's a raise.
I think I disagree. I just raised this.
Raise
trap
call.
raise? Any limps to
Yeah.
limp induce?
Oh, not with
What?
14.
So it's just a raise induce.
It's the bottom of my inducing range for pairs.
I think Sexticle jam. Oh, were you saying oh wait a minute, I'm waiting for Barney. I thought
He said
typed-
jam.
Oh, he did for this? Oh, he said
Yeah.
all in. Nope,
Yeah.
never jamming. And I told you guys there's some slivers with some of your overpair, but I think it's like jacks plus or something. That,
I would.
Yeah.
Johnny,
I mean,
two,
it's not even. We just have none. Just go fucking raise all the strong shit and yeah, it's going 2.5x as well here.
Yeah, as a heuristic, a lot of the charts we've seen, the pairs down the middle,
Right.
don't shove. And some of the better suited hands don't shove.
Nope. I think people just get shook about the need to play out of position and want to just rip it. Barney, what are we doing? Now we have 16 and they have 40. Oof. Yeah, this is kind of an awkward one. Not too sure. I'd call in game. It's an honest response in game. Anybody doing anything outside of calling?
Gosh, this one is
I would
so.
probably raise. Just
Yeah,
because,
dude.
well, like short stack, I normally think it's a jam or limp game. But here in ICM, it seems to be a jam or raise game. And this is a hand I would limp, so I would raise here.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just, I don't think I could limp this, but I don't want to jam it either into a
Oh,
big
man.
stack.
I'm all
I
in.
was like 100%.
Well, I've heard all the answers, but fold. So this is why This is so fucking good that we're here. I mean, we all can't be right, or maybe it does mix all these at some frequency. But Barney said not too sure he's calling. And you're all right. You can't lose.
Mostly jamming though.
Cap,
Raising.
you beast. Cap's on
Raising
fire.
is the worst option. Okay.
Raising is the piss
well,
low option.
They're all the same.
The
It's
EV
just a,
Yeah.
is just
What's the
mixing.
total frequencies on the raise or the call in the study section there? I'm just curious to
Yep.
whether it's has any dominant calling. Why here it is calling all the time.
There it
Bastards.
is.
That's 25, I guess.
All right. So
Wait,
since
it's
we
not
have so
20.
much, since we have so much call, we're gonna polarize our 2.5 raise. Okay.
When we call and raise and he jams on us, I think it's the fold.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yep, we're out of
that's
there.
why it prefers the jam.
Mm-hmm. It plays well enough versus the ace-x, the call. We're gonna be live versus enough of the range. But yeah. I don't think I would jam this in game.
To
Wow.
make it more than jamming ace jack off somehow. What's that? 0.70, right? Is that gotta be blocked out that?
No, this is
0.70.
this
Never
is
mind.
yeah, this is almost a full big blind. This is only a tenth of a big blind.
Right. I see it
Yeah.
now. I misread it.
Let's go. Fold. Check.
fold.
One more hand for Barney. And then we'll see what we'll work on. We'll have I wanted to do 30 more hands, so 10 more hands after Barney. So we'll pick one more person, and then I think by then we'll have picked up enough with the pre-flop stuff. It'll be very helpful. All right, what are we doing here? Raise to 3.
Limp.
Cap says limp. Beats?
Boy, I'm torn here because we're at 25.
Mm-hmm.
Do I just want to limp? I mean, like, typically I know I'm usually gonna find myself raising here, but how viable is a limp? Yeah, I probably
30%
just
viable.
raise. I just probably just raise.
Raise.
I think I raised fold.
I'm hoping a
Raise.
limp jam.
Caps limp jamming. Most raise.
Hopefully.
I think I would maybe be in team limp jam, but I think it might mix between these two options.
Yeah, I think it's gonna mix too.
Yeah, I mean I'm
Yeah.
in team. I'm on team limp jam almost every time with this particular combo, but I think you would not be making a mistake in game by raising. And
Yeah, This is gonna be part of that center spike going down through the range.
Yep. Yeah, we noticed like 7s, 8s, and 9s. I think people are just going to be more comfortable raising 9s and 10s here and not having enough completes with these two hands, in my opinion. From some of the students I work with, people just aren't going to be comfortable just completing these hands. I think we need to be raising or completely limp jamming, have a nice little limp jamming with some strong pairs. Ace deuce going ape shit, ace 9, ace 10, ace jack, mixing all ends. And this is weird because I thought being in this spot at 25 that we may still just jam 2s, 3s, and 4s, but it's really only 2s here. 3's not doing it, and 4's not as much either, where you're not making a mistake if you do.
We are limp jamming that, right?
Yeah, we can check that. Let me go back
Yeah.
to study. I mean, I'm assuming we're gonna look at the limp range. Any of these partial frequency pairs would be all the fuck in. So let's see, we've
Kings and
called.
queens might flat.
Oh, just limp flat.
Limp call, yeah.
Oh, just call 7s. Wow, the 8s, 9s, and 10s jam.
I'm
3s
outta
and
there.
4s.
I can't see it.
Rough calling that one.
All ends the same EV. Yeah, all in is making about the same as calling. I'm all in.
Yeah.
Just
I
run it,
mean,
right?
dude, you're gonna see a 2 overcard board. It's gonna be so hard.
Every time, man.
I mean, I
Dude,
limp,
with
so he has
25
some
I
bigs?
bluff.
mean, you're gonna see a 1 over cardboard a lot, and then you're
Yeah.
gonna be stuck, right?
I mean, I limp just so
how-
he can have some bluffs. I want to jam, but I know he's got bluffs still.
How nasty is that click back with Jack 8 off though?
Mm.
You're the fucking range wizard, Beats. You don't got this click back with Jack 8 out.
Ace
Hitting all the
deuce.
frequencies.
Oh, click back. Mommy holds me. I need to try this.
I haven't studied ICM nearly as much as Chippy.
You haven't studied your click back game yet?
I wonder if it's just a GTO solver thing that the 5s through 7s are not jamming. Like maybe a lot of the bluffs might be coming from cards in
Yes.
that range.
Yeah, it's gotta be blocking his offsuit low card bluffs, right?
Yeah. What's his
I'm sorry.
raising range? Okay, that's why.
Yep.
Yep.
Well, not, that's his raising, rate, yeah.
Yeah, so he's got all the 8, 7, 6 offsuit cards that he's raising.
Yeah, so when we jam with them, he's gonna be more value heavy than,
Yep.
Yep.
It's kind of important.
Yeah.
If they're doing that, playing that poor, if they're actually doing that, it's gonna be really bad to have 7s.
right, but if population's not gonna mix like that, so I think it's still fine to jam here.
Well, then they're not gonna have any bluffs.
Right. Well, population probably isn't going to have all those 8-4 off, 7-4 off, all those that you're just dominating on a flop. Population's probably going to have mostly the higher end of it.
Yeah, so we're just gonna look for non-paint boards. A lot when we call. Barney, good job, my friend. Thank you for running these, man. Actually, do this last one and we'll just go from 22 on. Yeah, I love this group as well, man. I think a lot of my success the past month, all the deep runs and things come from being in this group. Obviously, I do a lot of work on my own, but you guys get me fired up. This work 100%. What we're doing here will make you money if you're paying attention and you're utilizing these strategies. There's no fucking way it doesn't. I want to be proof that these groups do work. So thank you guys for being here, man. Just a random just jump in and say that. But let's give one more group here, one more run. Make sure we get in. We'll let Barney off the hook here and get somebody in with a mic who can do the work. Kelly, you want to get in here, my man?
All
I
right.
tried to call in you early. I think you dipped.
I had my sewer main was getting cleaned out. I had to go.
I know I have people at my house working as well. I just had carpet
I
cleaners.
think you just said
over
he
the
was full
summer.
of shit.
I appreciate it.
You're full of shit. No, I'm kidding.
I was full of shit. That's why I'm the sewer.
All right. Next hand. No, you got an easy ass one as well to start. What's up with these guys?
Shove right here. No, I will just fold.
Yeah, it's a pure fold. Cool. Queen 3 off in this spot. 27 effective.
I think I'm covered, so I'm just going to call here. And it's mixed to call and raise for me. I will raise sometimes here, but since I'm covered, I'm just gonna call.
Okay. Is it ever mixing? It's never folding. It's
Mixing.
important. We're gonna be in there, offsuit queens, kings. We start folding jack or offsuit jack deuce, a lot of deuces and offsuit threes folding. Outside of that, we're in there. Here at 30 though, I know a lot of the stuff we looked at 40 where we're completing a lot. The big takeaway there is now that we are at 30 big blinds and shallower, we mix in a lot more raising out of the small blind. Like if we move this to 40, it's going to be a fucking ton of calls, 40 plus, but now we are at 30, we get to start being in there 60-40 mixing, raising. All right, got a dip, spin lunch with the wife mop since it's hard to click buttons with broken thumbs. Take care, Beats. Thanks for hanging out, my man, and we'll catch you, man. Take care and good luck. Good luck, man.
Well, I think we looked at this hand before. I typically have been playing this wrong. I think you raise 2.5 and then fold to an all-in, yeah. I think this is
3.5 with this. Mixing. Cap, you say rip?
Yep.
Cap's ripping. Kelly's 2.5 and folding. Damn, ripping. Fucking hell, mate. 2.5. Never ever ripping.
Ripping.
Ripping it. Yeah, no, ripping feels like stone dog shit.
Queen 7 rep, queen 8.
No. Slivers.
Queen 8's got a sliver. All right.
That's
A
shoving.
little wide there. King 6, king 7, not the queens. Okay.
Yep, just make sure you guys see these ranges, this middling region. Remember when we're about this 20, these hands are going to perform our suited 7s, 8s, and 9s, 6s, 7s, 8s, 9s. Sometimes when I'm not sure, I'll say suited 6s and just jam all these because I'm not sure, right? Jam all the suited 7s if you're not sure. If you jam king 8, I doubt you're losing that much EV. Like if you're unsure in game, you're losing a little bit, but
Right.
yeah, not much. Like it's fine. Seven bigs here.
7 bigs. I think you got to rip 100% here. I think so against 7 bigs. I'm probably shoving.
I think it's 100%. So we're jamming 3 deuce off.
80% of the range is probably
I don't know
jamming,
that I
right?
really would, but I'm jamming this.
This one might
I would jam
be-
this. This is the easy one.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
jam
jam
this.
all my suited range. Are you and then offsuit 2s and 3s from 9 to 3 deuce not calling, and then some of the 3s not jamming. But let's see. Obviously, this is easy. Whoa, not so easy.
Yeah, this one is the one that raises to protect your pocket kings.
Oh yeah. Yeah, so I wouldn't jam. I probably would have jammed 10 deuce. Fuck. I'd have jammed all these. I mean, not jam all this stuff. Yeah.
85%, 71% jams.
Yeah, you don't want to
Yeah.
jam everything, man. You cannot fucking jam 3-4 off and 3 deuce and 4 deuce and 5 deuce. Like,
And probably in game, I wouldn't
Oh,
be.
we did see one chart where we were jamming.
that was on a stone money bubble with 10 big blinds. Money bubble with 10 big blinds effective. That money bubble. That's like the biggest bubble.
yeah,
in the
yeah.
game. Yeah, we can look at that as 10 on the money bubble.
So 7, 2, and 6, 2 are the outliers here.
Yep, only suited hands you're not jamming. 40 effective.
I'm calling here.
Good. Yep. And remember our rule on 40 effective. This one's different. Now we're raising a little bit more than we were before. The average is 35. That's why the table average is 35 here. Is he have 35? I'm sorry. Let me see something.
Yeah, you're
But
close
both
to the
players are
chip,
40.
getting closer to chip EV when you're deeper.
Yeah, but most of the charts we were looking at before, we were pretty fucking snug at 40. It's fine. You could probably still be pretty snug, but the boomerang is back.
Well, I remember the 10-6 suited. This is a jam.
Mhm. Well done, 10-6 suited. Yes. Suited 6s.
10-6, sorry.
Yep, 15 big suited 6s, suited 7s, suited 8s. When you're not sure, if you're unsure and you have these suited hands, these suited 6s, 7s, and 8s with like 15 and when in doubt, jam. Even if sometimes it's calling or mixing, you won't be losing much EV. I've noticed in these spots. Like the EV difference, since we're not playing with charts up, we're not cheating. We have to just do our best to remember.
Oh, boy. I think I don't like this hand. Let's see. This is the hand that always gets me in trouble. These hands always get me in trouble. I think I'm just calling here.
Just calling. Are you going to mix raise at all with this?
I might raise like, I'm going to raise like probably 25% of the time.
Okay.
That's pretty good.
I think that, yeah. Calling with 25%, calling and raising.
Just flipped, got it flipped.
Yeah, got to flip it. We are more aggressive here. Offsuit region, we're putting them in the bin.
I think that's a leak in my game, actually.
Yeah, man. Like looking at this, I think this is a leak in a lot of people's games that people like we could see it. This is hard to achieve, and I don't think people are nearly as aggressive as they should be in the small blind. I mean, this range is what? How often are we raising here? What's the
Not
total?
all in 25%.
Oh, it's over here. God, what's wrong with me? Yep, 25%.
Yep.
So I mean, like 50% of the time or something, we're raising it all in or something, you know, like 40%. It's a lot. We need to be active as hell in that spot. And you imagine, Crawford, you know, like you're playing a lot of the mid stakes on ACR and stuff like that. I play that guys stink at some frequency at defending. A lot of guys are either overly too aggressive in these spots, or they're too passive. So I think we need to be better at these spots for sure. How about this?
I seem to run into guys that call off with anything. That's the guys I seem to run into. Maybe they've got notes on me or something. But anyway,
the guys who just don't fold anything, right?
They all took that Affleck quiz.
Yeah, I'm raising here. I'm raising here most of the time, calling some.
I'm 50-50.
Oh, wrong.
Ooh.
Not.
It's the gappers, right? This connected ones do want to limp more, right? And the one gapper there is going to raise.
No, but you guys are forgetting what we talked about earlier.
You don't want to get 3-bet with this hand.
No, we're at 40 bigs effective this deep. A lot of our range can do mostly a lot of calling, like, and we don't want to be building pots out of spots like this. So yeah, it still has the boomerang like this stuff. And
well, you also have to remember that hands right above the boomerang like this are usually playing more passive.
Yeah.
If you can envision the boomerang, envision the hands right above that, and that's usually a limp range.
And then then when you get shorter stack, the Jack 8, Jack 7, 10-7, all those shove then or play very aggressive.
Yeah, there's a box in the middle, like Jack 9 to Jack 7, Queen 9 to Queen 7, stuff like that.
And it's very interesting here, as you could see, is although you decide like the EV is going to be pretty neutral, right? You're still going to be generating the same amount of EV by raising, but it's just preferred to use it as a call, like in his spots, just pure calling all this.
Yeah, I'm pretty loose. I'm pretty loose in Fury, but the 9-7 off and 10-7 off in those hands and those spots, I just have trouble with raising with any of those hands.
You play with an RNG. Do you have any kind of RNG you're playing? I know you've been a rec for a while, and I think
I don't. I probably should, but yeah, I don't.
Yeah, I think in these spots, it's going to be good for you. Like I've been using it a lot as well. Like whenever I feel some uncertainty or I don't know in these spots, especially when I get my offsuit King X, Queen X, or anything in this region, when I'm blind for blind and I'm uncertain on what to do, I roll it.
Yeah.
I mean, I could be incorrect, but you just know, like so often, okay, here we can just say, okay, I'm good. If I roll a 0 to 30 or a 0 to 20, I'm going to raise. Outside of that, I call. And then in other stack depths, when I'm at 25 and others, I'm like, probably 60-40 here at 30 bigs, and I'm always just rolling it. Always lately. And it's really good. It's really tough. So find one of those and experiment with it. It's gonna take a while, man, a couple months to get used to it. And I think it'll be good for you. And then it'll make you start checking your own work when you're in study and understanding the frequencies a bit better. And then knowing what regions of hands we need to be mixing with. And then we just optimize and optimize and optimize.
Super. Thanks, man.
No, thank you. You still got a couple more here as well.
Okay. I think this is the one I hate, but I think it's a shove.
Pure, right?
All you can eat.
Pure.
I hate it. It's a shove.
100. I love it. I just know I'm not making a mistake when I get it. I don't care what he has. You're not making a mistake.
Why do you hate it? An ace for 15 big blinds, and you're putting a lot of pressure on him.
Well, no, this is a man who has some PTSD, who's done this correctly and has run into it multiple times. This is a man who's been cut deep in tournaments. This is what this is. Yeah. Yeah, I'm there too. Well, you shove it, close your eyes, and you know what helps? Just warming it up before. Like you shove it, as soon as he calls and you lose, you just snap, close the table.
I've gone through a 6 month period here where I can't win with a pair, you know, in a race, you know,
Yeah, I know your pain, my friend.
that's all right. Everybody's done that.
We're back at the 40 big realm, and this is good.
Yeah, and I think this was a 60-40 raise and call, so I'm gonna raise here.
I like a raise.
Once again, I wonder if it's in that region where it's mostly calling, but there were some of the suited 10 region and all that was raising a bit, but I'm wondering if we just call again. Mostly calling, but this is a good 60-40 one.
Yeah, but I flipped it, got it wrong
Yep.
again.
And then depending on your opponent in this spot when we are this deep, you know, this hand plays super nice. It's pretty disguised post flop and things like that. Like sometimes I don't even mix if I have enough of a read on an opponent, right? If we think we can just get away with murder and I know he's tight, I'm not mixing. I'm raising every time. Any regs though, you know, but in this spot, I probably don't mix as much as I should and complete a lot at 40, but yep, 60-40. Let's look at this. Yeah, the suited 10s are 60-40s.
Yeah.
I mean, 40-60.
40-60s, yeah.
40-60, 40-60, 40-60, 40-60. And then the suited 45s. Yeah, you can never look at this stuff enough. 40-60. Okay. And you got one more, my man.
All right. Here we go again. This is that same hand. So the mistake I made last time was I wasn't aggressive enough. So I think you raise here. And I think it's mixed.
60-40. There it is. You're getting it. He's in there. The offsuit, this offsuit region in here. You just mix it up. This playability, this suited jacks, 10, 9s, 8s, where you can make straights, 2-pair, blockers. Yeah, this stuff can be mixed raise. This region. So yep. Cool, that's good. I have very little time left. I have to go get my kids from daycare in about 20 minutes, but what we can do is I like to open it up for anyone that has any tournament hands while we have. I don't know if you guys have any tournament hands that you have marked that you want to share for the group. Any questions, anything you guys want to bring up as we're kind of closing it up? I wanted to go a little bit. I wanted to do more. I always want to do more, but we are limited with the time that we have today. So yeah, any marked hands from anybody or anything?
No, I didn't get any ready.
Yeah, no, it's my mistake, but not offering up. But I have a hand that I won, but I think I played poorly. Yeah, throw it in, man. We got like 15 minutes or so while we're closing up shop. If you guys have anything you're struggling with in poker, rather it be mentally, strategically, you can bring that up as well. You know, we're all here for each other.
Mike, if you have the hand history, put it into a replayer and then put the link in chat.
Yeah, there's a cards chat replayer, Mike. You can go to cards chat. So if you have the hand history from PT4, you can just take it there and upload it into that, copy and paste it.
Yeah, I've had a streak this year where I'm just finishing in the top 20 a lot. I mean, tons. I'm not making any final tables. And it's pretty frustrating. And then I made the final table on the million and I got 8th place. And I had I was a 3 stack in that. And then watched everybody try to piss their chips away and suck out on each other.
Oh, yeah,
damn, man.
It's the worst. It was like 3 or 4 or 5 blind stacks and they just double and double.
Yeah, that's right. And they got it in bad and kept doubling up and kept doubling up, you know, and then I get a pair of jacks, you know, finally after 30 hands and bust out. But anyway, that's kind of my year this year. So I've had kind of a bad year, but it's the frustration because I feel like I'm playing decent, but I think I'm doing something wrong at the end of the tournament. And some of it's variance. I think I talked to Matt about it. He thinks a lot of it's mathematical variance, but I, you know, it's amazing how bad it can be. And,
You're-
and it hits everybody, you know. I hear players all the time talking to me and I said, man, it can just be bad for a long time. You know, it's just, it's the same stuff though. Every time I get big stacks and then at the end of the tournaments, I just get drilled on all the all-ins and stuff. But I think that's just mathematical variance pretty much, but but I don't want to just say mathematical variance because if there's a leak in my game, I want to find it, you know. If I make a
Right.
mistake, stuff like that, you know, I want to find out what it is. So it's
Uh,
about
No, I'm there. I mean, I'm 100% there with you. I've had about a comparable year. I've got a bunch of 23rd in a million, so many 250K bubble final tables and things that could have changed my year and my life. I came up short a bunch of times. This year as well, my friend. And it does come down to working harder in the ICM. I mean, you know, we can only do our best. We only know what we know. But we can certainly improve. We're still young in this game. No matter how old you are
Right.
still young in the game of poker. So we still have a ways to go. We can certainly improve, and it's understanding when to deviate. When we are in those ICM situations, we are certainly probably missing spots, not using enough suited aces, kings. I noticed a lot of things I've improved on, which is helping me close a lot more tables. So we'll just stick with it, man. We'll always keep trying to get better. And this year is going to be much better, my dude. Trust.
Yeah, I think so. You know, I was watching
I got
Matt's
you, Joey.
webinar the other day he had on ICM where he talked about ICM and risk premium across the entire tournament. And I thought that I found some things that I was raising with the wrong hands and folding with the wrong hands, you know, and just small detail, little detail, this little stuff.
Adds
But I
up,
think-
man. Yeah.
I think that's part of it, you know.
Yep. I mean, we spent a couple weeks doing ICM work, you know, and it helps, but I mean, you know, it's eternal. Like we're gonna always have to keep putting in work for it. Where'd you put that hand at, Mike? I'm sorry, I was looking, or is this it in chat? Cap?
He
I just
sent
put
it.
one in chat. It's an overbet. I'm working on my overbets. So if you want to put it in the
Hey.
machine, I mean, I'm sure it's probably good, but I haven't looked at it yet.
Mike sent me the hand history and I'm trying to convert it.
Okay.
It's not converting right. Was this the original format, Mike?
Oh God, you sent it here as well. Why don't you convert this shit, Cap? What the
No,
fuck?
that's how you put it in the machine. You put it in GTO Wizard in the raw.
Oh, you
Oh shit, I just griefed something on there. Wait a minute.
If you use the raw hand history, you could just put it right in the machine. If not, I can set it the other way, no problem. I could just run the video too.
Control V. Oh, not Control V. It's God, fuck my life. What is it? Control.
I'll just put it there again.
All right.
Control C,
Take
control.
a second.
No,
All
I'm
right.
like, I haven't eaten food today. I'm starting to feel some kind of way.
Mike, let me try upswing poker, see if that'll convert it.
Hey, Kep, don't say raw around an old person, okay?
Oops. Don't say what?
Raw
Yeah,
around. an old person.
Oh,
I've never done any of this stuff, so like I'm still trying to learn it.
It's all good, my man. We're all here to help. Is this what you sent me, Cap? Again?
for the machine. GTO Wizard, you can just copy paste it into the, I can upload it and just get the answer, or you can look at it, or I can send it the other way. You can just tell me. It's up
How
to
do I
you.
upload this motherfucker? Oh, does it have a randomizer built in here? I didn't know that.
GTO Wizard, not Preflop Academy.
Oh shit, I'm zoned out.
Upload. Over to the right. And click in it.
Yeah, Mike, it's
there
not
you go.
converting.
Now you paste it.
Yeah, I don't know what to do with that. I mean, it's the same way it was in the file history on my hard drive. Like all I did was copy paste it onto a notepad and to save it so I had it. So
I thought you might like, oh, sorry.
So I don't know what to
Fuck.
do other than that.
Wait a minute, what's the command? It's not getting everything. Fuck it. I'll just-
Select all, copy, and then paste it in that box. You gotta get rid of that that hash mark you have over there already
All right.
before you paste it.
All right.
Delete that, yeah. So this
Yeah.
is an overbet I use, so that's why I wanna look at it. We've been working on that, Steve, so I've been trying to work them in.
Cap,
Seem
if you-
good.
If you need anything, I have GTO Wizard now. You can always send hands to me and I'll run them for you.
Is this it?
Nice.
How the
It's on
fuck
the
do I
right,
get in
so
this?
flop.
How the hell do I get in here?
There you go. You're, no, just where you see the flop, never mind.
I know, but I don't like looking at it. I'm gonna look at it here.
Okay.
All right. What do you have?
Ace, king.
Ace, king. So
And-
pre-flop, we opened in the cutoff and the big blind called. Flop, we see bet 30%. They call turn. We overbet. We bomb that bitch. 12.6, and they fall. Now, are we supposed to be overbetting our ace king on this turn is the fucking question. And that's a damn good question. Hammer time. 83% looks like it's the preferred size, not
went too big.
125. Yeah, it's just the standard alley-oop, 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 alley-oop. You can alley-oop, overbet ace queen a little bit more. But ace queen actually got there. King queen alley-oops when you get there. You have to get there to alley-oop it a little bit. It prefers with
How
ace
about
king.
10-9?
9-10 when you turn the straight draw prefers to just standard alley-oop.
Yeah.
So just alley-oop a little bit more.
Not too big.
Yep. Yep, 83. 83 is going to be your size. And I think I'm just making a slight error with my size here by going 66%, not 83. Okay. Did anybody else have a hand, or did Mike Griffin figure it out? It's all right if he
Yeah, I wasn't able to figure out how to. There's
probably
an
copied in the wrong format. He copied it in the wrong format. Like he probably has to just copy it in a different format, but we don't have much time
yeah.
anyway. I probably got like
I might have
5
that
minutes.
one. Let's see.
But yeah, does anybody have any final thoughts before we get out of here?
Here's another good one. If you want to just do this in the replayer. This was savage. With pocket twos, 3 streets. How do I send it to you? I want the raw hand history.
Whatever you want to send me. I got 3 minutes, my dude.
Alright, so I'll send it the way I sent the last one. I'll reset.
You're really trying to milk every second of me that you can, huh? You don't pay for this shit. Free stolen internet.
You'll like it.
No sub. No follow. Only
But I
lurk.
subbed, don't I? You know
No,
what? My Twitch
no
thing's fucked
love.
up. I keep
Just
having to make new accounts.
all you do is just take.
Dude, I saw your final table the other night. I was waiting 4 o'clock in the morning, man.
Yeah, sure you were. No, I'm kidding. You were. I'm always just gonna give you shit.
Oh, I was watching. I went to bed. I woke up and you were still playing.
Yeah, that was sick. I'm sick in the head. Select all. Oh, this is the same fucking hand.
I just sent a new one, didn't I?
Nope. The one you put in chat is the same shit.
Oh, this is
Smokey.
pocket twos.
Click to open. Ace king. The last one you put in chat is fucking click to open. Ace
Oh,
king.
pocket twos. There's a new one in there.
It looks like the same shit. Jack 7 deuce flop. Jack 7 deuce flop.
Oh,
Dude, fuck it. I can't do it anyway. I gotta go. I have to go. I just don't have the time. Yeah, I'm sorry, Cap. I have no time.
no
I have to go
problem.
get my kids. But before I get out of here, I do want to offer any final words, any final thoughts for you guys before we get out of here. And also, I did it. I booked a guest for the poker coaching Ask Me Anything. So we're gonna have another Ask Me Anything segment. It will be back hopefully next week, if not the following week. Where we're going to have another guest come into Discord. We're going to be able to ask questions. I'm not going to spoil it yet, but we do have someone, so that's going to be exciting.
Oh, you're just teasing us.
Hell yeah, I'm teasing you. You take from me, I tease you.
It's in there if you got 30
Sixes, thank you
seconds.
for the session for.
No, thank you guys. Yeah, thank you guys once again for being here. Make sure to let Uncle JL know that you guys are enjoying this and getting value from it. We're going to be back next week. I have the cash game study group on Tuesday. We have the study stream on Saturday. Also, I am going to be, I'm not going to spoil that. I'll just wait and then we'll just put it out there to be a nice little surprise. But yeah, if you guys need anything, let myself or Toe know. Obviously, any issues, only God's big toe, not me. And everything else is good. Any other final thoughts? I keep saying that, but we good to go?
Thanks for everything. Appreciate it.
No, I appreciate you guys, man. Thank you. And I will see you guys next week. And remember, man, good luck and let's keep getting better, man. Let's do it. Take care, guys. Peace.
See ya.